we're back for Red Skies episode 5. We kind of missed a week. Sorry about that. Work and everything else going on. But we are ready and raring to go. You guys, let's see here. You paddled your way to shore, fighting a few sharks along the way. Figured out a way to get up top on the cliffs, or at least Marcus and Hylough did. Figured out that there was a cove with a stream in it coming into it a little further around. So got everybody back into the rafts and got them over there, except for Rhux and Aaron, who decided to go and get some stuff from the ship. Getting back, everybody kind of did a little bit of some exploring, not a lot, but a little bit, trying to get a little bit more food and that sort of stuff, and building some shelter. Actually, while you were on the beach, you did find 3 more crew members. Aislinn, who had a broken arm that was, pretty terrible. Behold. Lan, the ship's cook, who had a broken ankle, and Tuber, her helper, who seemed to be perfectly fine, just his normal self. And then you guys did some watches, and now it is going to be morning. However, before we start morning, let us first speak to Dresda. Dresda, you wake with a start. Looking around, you can see the beach, the stream, and the dark jungle. Not sure what awoke you. You get up only to realize that while your perspective has changed, as if you have stood up, you can see your sleeping form still lying on the ground, gently breathing.
Ooh.
Finding it a little bit odd, you suddenly feel pulled towards the water, as if something beckons you there. Walking quietly through the camp and heading towards a small cove, you pass by Iylis and Praedyth, looking off towards the stream and speaking in low tones. They seem to be moving almost in slow motion, as if they themselves are underwater. And you ponder that briefly before you continue off to the water, where you dive in and you start swimming. The water feels warm, and soon you get into an easy rhythm as you swim out into the night. Not sure how long you are lost in the reverie of the swim, you stop and look around. The island is nowhere to be seen, and just the sea and the sky full of stars remain. Treading water, you're captivated by all the constellations burning above you. You don't seem to notice the figure until it is almost upon you. A woman. She has long, sodden locks the color of snow. Her eyes are an icy blue, and her piercing gaze seems to look through your soul. The woman continues to close the distance, and Dresda you realize that the white-haired woman is far taller than you are, clearly more than double your height. She stops but an arm's length away. I am here to claim what is mine, my mistress, the woman says quietly. There is barely restrained menace to her tone. You're a bit confused, as you do not know who this person is. This giant. The icy gaze continues to stare into your soul. You have broken the terms of our arrangement. You've exposed me to the void. The woman's hands streak out and grasp you at the shoulders.
Whoa.
She starts to pull your arms in either direction. And you scream in agony as you hear 2 pops, and your arms are literally pulled off at the shoulder. You fall back into the water. The giant looks you dead in the eye, her icy gaze never leaving your face as a snarling smile passes over her lips. I take what is mine. The woman's quiet hiss resonates in your ears as you slowly slip beneath the waves. Kicking with what little strength you have left, the last thing you see is a puckered scar circling the neck of the white-haired giantess as your head slips beneath, and then darkness. You awake with a start.
What the heck was
Twin
that?
sons of Aerra have just climbed over the horizon. Shaking your head from the sleep from your head, the dream fading only to be replaced by a sense of something missing. Something is gone. Something that had been there before you went to sleep.
Your arms.
No, the arms are still there. Dresda, give me a wisdom insight check.
A winsight.
A winsight check. A wisdom insight check.
Wisdom insight.
Yep. An insight skill check. Okay.
Not very wise.
You're not sure what is missing, but your day has started. So yes, you guys had a long rest.
Arcana or religion?
Pardon?
Arcana or religion?
Nope. Insight was what you would need to have for this.
Okay.
Guys, the day has started. I believe Hylough, Rat, and who was the guy who were last people on watch last time? Watch ended with Hylough, Rhux, and Sand. So Hylough, Rhux, and Sand, you watched the sunrise. You had also remembered that Praedyth and Iylis had told you about some creature they saw run off in the night. Other than that, what do you guys want to do?
I definitely want to
tower.
go to the tower. Yeah, I was thinking about that originally because that looks pretty cool.
Okay. As you guys start to wake up, and the camp starts to get moving and things like that, people start to wake up. The big tall guy seems to wake up. Remember, he was unconscious most of yesterday, or all of yesterday. And Aislinn wakes up as well. I mean, her arm is still pretty terribly bandaged and all like that, and she definitely seems groggy with pain, but she definitely seems to be awake. Lan the cook kind of gets up and starts hobbling around on some makeshift crutches and starts trying to put together some breakfast from some of the salted meat and some of the water and things like that. You see the big tall guy kind of speaking in hushed tones with the little short Sylvan girl. And Barsk has gotten up and seems to be talking with Sand, Perry, and Rat. And basically, you can kind of overhear him saying, well, we got to go get some more stuff. Let's try to barricade some of these things. See if we can get a little bit of some, defensive works around here or something like that. So it sounds like he's already got some of those guys doing some stuff for the day. Depending on what you guys want to do.
Might go over and tell them that we're going to go explore the tower as a potential defensive position.
Okay. No, that's fine. I mean, you go over and mention it. He's like, that's all well and good, but just in case we're going to start getting stuff together, I'm going to have Tuber and Sand go out and try to look for some more food, some fruits and stuff like that. But
do we have any spyglasses or anything that we can construct a spyglass with?
No. The only thing you guys got was Hylough got one of the log books, some charts, and a sextant, and that was it.
Go Hylough.
I want to re-roll my insight because I want to know what.
No.
Why don't you search through your stuff and see if you can find something?
Search your feelings.
So yeah, I definitely think. And are they taking track of how much food and what supplies we have right now?
Well, I mean, you have the barrel of meat.
Yeah,
We got meat.
And
we
the
have
fruit is
everything
pretty much-
that we grab.
Yeah, pretty much the fruit is all gone. The biscuits are pretty much all gone. I mean, you have enough people that.
But why are the
That wasn't very
biscuits
large.
gone?
We can finish.
Because there was
right?
a single tin, a single tin of biscuits,
Why is the rum gone?
and there was only one bottle of rum, and so that's gone too.
Yeah,
You guys decided to drink.
there's no rum fire going on. Unfortunately, we already drank it.
John, I can't hear you. You really need to get on a microphone.
Yeah, you need to come.
I'm sorry to say.
You need to switch ends. I don't care. Switch ends. They'll move with you.
And I'll tell them which way we're heading.
Yeah,
we're heading for the tower so that they can look when we'll be looking for food and fruit and stuff like that way, so they don't need to duplicate that.
Yeah,
I think somebody should do some fishing. Actually, is good at that thing. I'll make that suggestion because I can't fish. I'm not very good at fishing.
No, Ours is like, yeah, we're gonna do some of that too. We'll start trying to gather some food and stuff like that, just so we can keep the meat in reserve. I mean, we're gonna have that'll keep for a while. We're gonna try to get some more fresh stuff.
We could smoke fish, and that'll keep it for a while. It'll preserve it.
Well, if we smoke the fish, it'll give them a nicotine addiction. We don't want that.
Well, there's no nicotine in fish, so you're fine.
Oh, that's reasonable.
Puff, puff.
As you guys start to, so you let him know, and as you start to head out of camp towards the lighthouse or towards the ruins, for ready to hear. You guys, Iylis, the big tall guy, kind of comes up towards you and kind of heads you off and gets in front of you. And to remind you, the big tall guy looks like this. He kind of looks like that.
Big and tall.
He looks friendly.
He's like He's like 7 feet tall. Like he's super tall. And he says, Aisha says that you helped bring me to the shore. Is this correct?
I think I did.
You paddled the raft that he was on for sure.
Well, yeah, I paddled the raft, and then there was a few moments that I don't remember very clearly, but yeah, I was trying to help you. I'm glad you're doing okay now.
So he says, "My thanks, good sir. I am in your debt."
Anytime.
I need to stay here and protect my charge, but do not go far.
Yeah, I would recommend getting some rest after what you've been through, but we're gonna see if we can find better places
to his head from where he got hit in the head, but otherwise he seems okay.
Test my mind.
All right,
but we're gonna try and find a better place for us to lodge.
this is a good thought. Good luck.
Thank you.
Stay safe. And then he heads back
I will
over
try.
to the little girl. All right, so you guys are gonna go from where you're at here to the ruins. And it takes you, I mean, like I said, this each one of these square hexes is about 500 feet or so. Technically it's down here, so you go about half a mile to get there. And getting there, you will get to be on the following thing, which will give me a moment to add players to it. All right. Let's see. You are PCs, correct? So here's Aaron.
I think so.
Here's Dresda. Here's
Is that better?
Morbican. There's an Iylis. There's
Can you still hear us?
On.
There's a Praedyth, and there's a Rhux.
Can you still hear us okay?
I can hear you, but
Okay.
John says it's connected to audio. Connecting. He's not connected
Alright.
yet.
John, say something. I want to see if this helps. I put it on the TV. Say something.
I was about to say something.
I'm giving up on.
You can hear me without echoes?
No, don't do that. That sucks so bad.
I mean, it's pretty clear though.
Better than before.
Yeah.
True.
All right, so you guys are here. You can see the edge of the tower here. And what do you want to do?
Cool. We're here at the dock. We're just already here.
oh,
Well, you walked over here. Nothing happened on the way. So
Oh, okay.
it's only half a mile away. It's not very far. You can literally see it from your camp. So
Yeah, Robert, you asking for trouble?
if you'd like, I can have you be attacked.
I think I will choose not to.
Okay, that's fine. I'm
I
okay
could
with it.
have been sitting in,
Is the door open?
Yeah, they
here,
walked up to try to assault us, and
Okay.
Robert just kind of looked at him and was like, I really don't want to. And they were like, that's fair.
There's a door there.
We'll get
Yeah.
the next group.
Doesn't seem to
Knock
be
on the
open.
door.
I mean, is it just open? It's not whether it's locked
Well,
or.
okay. Well, let me give you. I should have read this. I'm sorry. As you get up to here, pushing your way through the sand, grass, and bushes, you close on the ruins. You can see the broken stone edifice more clearly. It was once a rather large tower, the top having broken off to the west. Yes, west. Parts of which have fallen into the water below. What looks to remain has been weathered greatly by the near constant winds off the sea. You head on up towards the door. The door is still on there. Yes.
Okay, so I.
It's kind of wedged in there, like like it's sort of slightly off its hinges, but it's kind of like fallen so that it's wedged itself onto the side. So you can kind of see around the crack of it a little bit in there, but that's about it.
I'll try to push it open or open it in some way.
All right, just give me a You wrangle with the door for a bit and then finally pull it off, and it falls to the ground. You should be able to open the door.
That was my stealth. Then that's what that was doing. It crashes to the ground. Okay, so I
We're not real
can
stealthy.
go inside here.
looking inside. You can see.
I want to check out the outside.
Okay, what do you want to check out on the outside? You want to just look around and see if you can see anything? What do you?
Yeah, I just want to see if there's like another way that I can get in or whatever.
Okay, well, you can go around the outside if you'd like. I mean, you can. There's only so far you can go because the map is only so much. But and also while you're going around, just give me a perception check while you're at
I
it.
don't know how we can fix it. You were using my mic last time, right? You could hear us both?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could hear us both last time.
you were sitting closer. You were sitting at this end. Once you moved to that end, he couldn't hear you as
Yeah,
well.
I mean, looking around, you see kind of where the stuff is. You can actually see that this is a window that actually is. You can't get through. I mean, it's like a leaded glass window, so you can see kind of into it, but only a little bit. And it's kind of bushes. So as you're kind of going through these bushes and stuff, you're kind of pushing through it. You're moving a little bit slower than you would normally, but that's about it. I mean, it's been around for a bit. I mean, as you get to the other side, you can see where the stuff had fallen off onto the tower itself had fallen off. So all of this stuff right here is like parts of tower from how it falling over. And you can see it kind of goes off and over the cliff into the water below.
That's
you can't quite
cool.
see it here, but you saw it in the previous map.
Yes.
So are there any as I open the door and there's light coming in now, is there any footprints or anything like that?
Pushing the door open, inside you find a single room with a pillar in its center. A broken table and chairs, although you're not quite really seeing it, but sits on the back side of the pillar, and broken wood as well as mold and water can be seen around the room. Stones lie haphazardly in various corners, and there is a stair heading up and a stair heading down that look like they have seen better days.
Ooh.
And you don't notice any footprints or anything.
That perception's looking kind of not percepty.
No.
Anybody else know anything?
I'm gonna come in.
I will enter
I'm gonna
the
be
building.
following in behind everybody.
That's
Okay,
fine.
somebody jump me.
Well, you guys can walk in however you want. I mean, you can walk over top of people. So yeah, you get inside and there's like some broken stuff in here. It doesn't look super lived in. Also, note that if you hit these areas here and here, you will go down or up a level. Just as an
Got
FYI.
it.
You can't see it. On
Hey,
my thing, but
stairs,
there-
guys.
Yeah, so there are two stairs in there. You can see that this here is a window. Again, one of those leaded windows. And this is a window as well, and one over here. It's a little odd that they aren't broken out, given how all the rest of the stuff is broken. But maybe they're. I mean, leaded window here means like glass with kind of that, metal reinforcing in it. So that might be why.
I say we start at the bottom and make our way up.
I don't know. Praedyth is outside by himself. I guess he wants to die.
Praedyth
I did.
is scared.
Realize I didn't move.
Somebody go somewhere.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Which way is down?
So I'm looking at that window to the west. Looks like that's the ocean.
yeah, that's the way to the ocean. This is the downward one.
Oh, okay.
This is the upward one.
Are we going
So
up or down,
gets
guys?
darker, up gets lighter. This is an FYI.
Let's go up.
You want to go up first?
Cole actually already went
Yeah,
down.
let's go up first because we could
thought I was
search to
going up.
see if
Oh, you went
we
down.
see
Go
like
ahead.
the bodies floating around, anything that might look like our
This is up.
captain.
This is down. Up,
Let's go up.
down.
Okay.
All right, so heading up to the next level. Reaching the top of the stairs, you see another single room with a stone pillar in its center. There are several holes in the wall to the north. Actually, it's not to the northwest, it's to the west and southwest.
To the west.
There's wooden and stone debris all over the place, as well as puddles of water from the holes in the floor or the ceiling above, from the floor above. The stairwell leads further up into the tower.
All right, let's go up some more. We want to get to the top so we can get a view. I'm headed up to the top, tippy top.
This looks like a very tippy top kind of place.
Yeah.
And this way is towards the ocean.
Ocean is this way.
Okay. So do we see, now that we're up at the tippy top,
Well, this tippy top is not super high up, but
does
FYI.
it give us a better view? Like, can we see out towards the shipwreck?
Can we see the curvature of the earth?
You cannot. There is no curvature of the earth. Remember,
Dagnabbit.
you're on a floating island. Reaching the top floor.
The Earth is
The Flat Earth Society here.
Reaching the top floor,
Yeah.
you can see the sky above. This is clearly where the top of the tower fell from. Part of the floor to the southwest is missing, and there are puddles from the rainstorm the previous night. Holes, or the night before even that, so 2 nights ago. Holes in the floor make traversal across it treacherous, and you guys have completely fallen down, Iylis, Hylough, Aerra, and Dresda, as you all fell to the ground below. This right,
Wait, what?
This right here is the edge of the wall of the floor.
Wait,
That's
what?
why this is all dark here. That means you're seeing the floor below, and you've fallen down to the floor below.
I thought it was a shadow.
Yeah, it's a shadow of
Yeah.
the floor below is what I'm trying to point out.
So
Yeah.
we can
But
only
I
go-
understand. It's all good. You would have noticed it and fallen. I totally get it.
No, I was
I
going to walk
understand.
right.
I was
into
so
it.
Oh, guys, I see the thing right there. Oh,
Sticking up from a pile of rocks is a stick with 2 strange-looking skulls on it.
huh?
Interesting.
A stick with 2 skulls? That's even better than my stick with 1 skull.
Your stick
Did
that's a
the-
skull?
What kind of skulls do they look like?
I don't know. You can give me a medicine check to see if you can figure it out, but they don't look
Yeah,
human.
I feel like you could know.
How about religion?
I
You
use
would
medicine.
religion.
I think that's racist.
Rhux, as you kind of look them over, they look like they're very somewhat familiar to you, and you realize that they're probably one of the other offshoot races of Malazan.
Ah,
Oh, of
do they look,
course.
do they look
And you
chameleon-like?
realize, you realize that this is a warning to others that it is the territory of a tribe, of some specific tribe.
Ah. We
That's
are
usually what
spot.
it's been set up this way. Looking
looking
around
at
out of
it.
the tower, so let me flip you to the exploration page.
You tell us that?
I was about to, but he's
out of
showing
the
us.
tower. I'm going to do something because you can see a bit further. You can see the place where the ship sank down here, but I mean that's about it. But given the fact that you're a little bit higher up and you're on this cliff, you can actually. Oops, let me move this guy around.
We see bodies floating in the
You
water.
can see all the way over here now.
I was about to say I can't see anything, but that's because I lost connection. Ha ha ha. Makes sense.
So you can sort of see up here. There's still some of these other things that are in the way. But you can see kind of
Like
this
the
whole,
mountains?
Yeah, the mountains. That's why it's harder to see.
Yeah.
And other
That makes
topographical type
Yeah.
items.
But yeah, so you can
Smiley
actually
face,
see all
smiley
that sort of
face.
stuff. So you can kind of see that kind of area around there.
Yay, the smiley face.
All of you give me an insight check.
It's smiley face cove.
Word.
And no, this is not to be figuring out what Dresda lost.
It isn't?
Just an insight check. Right.
Oh, there they went.
Ever gonna give me things? Okay. Rhux,
Yeah, I'm liking to.
Rhux, Marcus, and Dresda. As you're looking around, you realize
I'm actually
That's-
trained in insight.
that the floating island that's above the mountain here has moved since yesterday. It's floated. It's actually moved this direction. It was over here, a little bit further over here. It's now moved this way.
Man,
It
that
seems
thing
like
is
It
bucking.
seems like it's moved maybe towards the northeast a little bit.
Well, well, well.
Do we know what makes them move, or do we know that they're not supposed to move? Or
No, they move. I mean, some of them move, some of them don't. Some of them stay in the same relation. Some of them stay in the same position relative to others. Sometimes you can see some revolving around each other. It's really I mean, unless you've went and talked to some kind of sage or something to try to get some kind of explanation, you don't really have an idea. Most people probably just believe the gods are moving them.
You're about to stick your finger up his butt.
The gods must be crazy.
And how far above is it?
They're playing like checkers or something.
So the mountain. So even though I show in the map, I show lots of mountains here. There's really only one mountain with maybe a couple peaks on it here. Because again, this thing's only about 5 miles across, five or 6 miles across, so it can't be multiple mountains. But the mountain here is probably maybe 2,500 feet, maybe something of that nature, maybe 3,000 feet, and this thing is floating maybe another 600 to 750 feet above that, maybe 1,000 at most.
Okay, so we can't just like throw a rope up and grab it, or
not unless you've got like a 2,000 foot rope and have the strength of like a storm giant or something.
Okay. No, that's not me.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, and you can sort of see in this direction. It's hard. It's because of the way this map is set up. It's hard to see. So I will actually show it to you. You can see in this direction that there is another mountain up here. So I'm kind of showing you that mountain now. And that one is a little bit taller than this
mountains. Does it also have a floating island?
It does not.
Aww.
So that's about what you can see from there.
Interesting.
But no bodies in the water?
Not that you can see from here. I mean, it's been, a little over a day and a half since things happened, but you can't see any bodies from here now.
Hello.
All right.
So I'm still like looking at these skulls.
Okay, well, I'm going to take you back to that map. So
Yeah.
if you wish to go back to the island exploration map, by all means, go ahead. Otherwise, we are back on the tower map.
Hey, Praedyth, didn't you, isn't this kind of like what you were describing, like the chameleon type thing?
Does the skull look vaguely chameleon shaped?
It's hard to say. I mean, it's kind of a
Rhux
rounded, more snubby nose than you see Rhux there, and Rhux is definitely more longer snout. So this skull doesn't seem to have that kind of.
I'm a
thing.
gator.
So it's a little bit shorter and more stubby, but longer than you might think. Like definitely a longer snout than a human. So it's hard to say. I mean, if there was meat on it, you could probably say if it was one of them. But
I'm not exactly sure.
I'm just looking at it. I'm like, we should not be here. We are trespassing.
Well, can we set up camp for the night?
Well, he just said that we
We
should
just
set up
took us.
camp here because we're trespassing.
Well, no, I mean later tonight. Can we set up camp here? It seems like a defensible position.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's
Rhux
kind of
just
what he's
said
saying.
that we're in somebody else's territory, so we can't really set up camp here now, could we?
So the whole territory is somebody else's territory.
Well,
So
yeah,
at the
but
very
this is
least-
obviously more marked than where we were at prior.
I mean, how much do I know of these other tribes compared
you
to
don't
mine?
know. I mean,
we're vulnerable.
in this particular situation, you don't know. Like clearly, some Malazan tribe lives on this island. Otherwise, you wouldn't see this.
But
But
with
you
my
don't know
knowledge of
what kind of-
Malazan, how aggressive are we about our territory?
Depends. Like you were part of a tribe that had been enslaved on a plantation, so you were, it's hard for you to say, but having heard some of your history, oral history and things like that, sometimes some tribes are very warlike, some are not, some are very peaceful. So it's really hard to say. That being said, it seems more likely that a more warlike tribe is going to put up a stick like this with skulls on it more than a peaceful one might.
But if we go camping in the forest, we're going to be vulnerable to attack from this tribe. At least up here, we stand a chance of defending ourselves.
Well, if you
I mean,
think
that
about
is
it this
fair.
way, where we were in the forest was not explicitly marked, so they're not patrolling that territory as much as say where they up here in this tower, where it is in the most explicit terms that they could give, I guess, marked.
They probably feel the whole island is theirs.
I mean, no, I understand that completely. But what I'm saying is, if we're in a spot where we actually have physical evidence of them saying "Don't come here," as opposed to a different spot, maybe on the same island that they think is still theirs, which is totally, their prerogative and all that. But if we're gonna be sitting in a spot where we have this marking and they see that, and they're probably doing more patrols around where this marking is rather than where it's not. I would think.
Can we tell how old the stick was?
You can you can kind of investigate it.
Investigator.
Yeah, that's not my character in this.
15. You kind of look around at the stick and you look at the different the skulls that are on it. Definitely the two skulls are clearly two different creatures. The one on top seems to have just a little bit of meat left on it. So based on that, you'd say this is probably no more than a month.
Wow.
Something of that nature. I mean, clearly some kind of birds would probably have pecked off any flesh that was still on there, but there's still a little bit there. So maybe about a month.
So why would they use their own people's skulls?
Well, it may not be their people.
Yeah.
There could be many different Malazan tribes on this island.
see.
For all we know. We haven't seen very much of it.
But we can guess they're not friendly.
Probably.
Based on, or at least...
Well, we saw something last night.
You did. You definitely saw something.
But it wasn't aggressive. So
It wasn't aggressive, but it wasn't visible.
Well, most things that attack from behind anyway. I mean, if it's a lot of things that only attack you if they get the jump on you. So maybe that's the case.
Yeah.
Echoing?
Yes,
Yeah, you're echoing.
told you.
Okay.
We still have the basement. We still have the basement to look at, or downstairs.
All right, let's go downstairs. I'm going downstairs too. All
All right. Yep.
Downstairs time.
We should check the basement and then leave this place.
And it looks like my thing froze.
Just refresh.
Oh, I'm back.
Okay, you gotta move.
There we go.
I want to see how good the basement is as like a defensible position.
Wait, what was that? I thought I heard you say something about him right.
Oh, me?
Hey, Rhux.
Yeah.
As you're passing through that floor that you're currently on, the first floor, you notice the following. Something catches your eye, and you look over there and you see a strange. It's just on the ground as you're going past some stuff. You notice a strange amulet that seems to be made from the shell of a small turtle. I mean, as you look, as you flip it over, there's a strange symbol inscribed on it, but you realize that it's not strange to you. It's actually Malazan, and it's the symbol of bravery.
Who normally uses that?
It's hard to say. I mean, clearly this turtle is probably from this island, is your guess.
Probably.
But, that's about it.
I'll hold on to it.
Yeah, just telling you, that's what you find. Aaron, you're still up on top. Marcus, you're kind of on the second level. You want to do anything there?
I'm coming down.
Okay, I'm just asking. You guys want to
So
do?
the top was open.
Yeah, it was open because basically the top of the tower has fallen off into the sea.
So if we had a signal fire up there, is there a place we could put on signal? It's iron, it's stone, right?
Yeah, it's stone. There's a stone floor up there. Part of it's broken off, as you'd seen, but
right.
But it is open. You could try to put a signal fire up there. It's not as tall as, I mean, looking at all the debris that's down this flat side and into the water, clearly this tower was probably at least twice as tall as it currently is.
But it's the tallest thing around in the
It's the
near.
tallest thing on this particular end of the coast. Yes, I mean clearly the mountain to the west and
Yeah,
the
the
mountain to the
mountains
north are higher, but on the coastline, yes, this is definitely the tallest thing.
Okay.
All right. So you
I'm
guys
headed down with everyone else.
head down to the basement. Let me give you a quick
I
description.
like this tool, by the way, going up and down. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, overhead has been a little bit easier to do some of this stuff, so that's why I've been kind of thinking of going back to it. Descending the stairs leads to another single room with a stone column in the center. Several more piles of wood, which were once tables and crates, are strewn about. Several piles of decomposing sacks of grain can be seen near the ruined crates. So some of this stuff that you're seeing in here is like crates and things like that have broken apart, and there's like piles of grain or sacks of it that have kind of broken open, and there's moldy grain on the ground and that sort of stuff.
Perfect.
Does any of the grain look salvageable? Like a small amount?
No, it does not.
Okay. I hear the mold's good for treating infections.
That hasn't been invented yet.
And also probably making you people think that you're a witch.
Yeah.
Well,
It is relatively. I mean, there's because you're in a kind of a wettish kind of jungle type thing. It's relatively dry down here. It's just things have molded over time because of humidity and stuff. But it is dry in this particular area.
Again, another good defensible position right here.
I'm gonna paw through this stuff in the northwest corner here.
Okay.
And see if there's anything of interest.
Give me a perception roll. Well, at least you didn't get the one.
Yeah.
Kind of pawing through there. You don't really. I mean, there's a lot of rock and broken crate. The only thing of interest that you find is a piece of like wadding of some sort with a little bit of a singe mark on it.
As in like a cannon type thing?
No, it's only like, maybe about this, maybe about like 2 inches by 2 inches on a side kind of thing.
I don't know. That might be useful. Take that with me.
But like I said, in part of it is singed a little bit, like it did get a little bit of fire on it of some sort.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I want to look for.
Go ahead.
Do perception, secret doors, and
ahead.
are there any fires or anything recent habitation down here?
Well, give me a perception. You haven't noticed anything so far. Down here, anyway.
Be right back.
So, Marcus, you're kind of looking around, trying to feel some stuff. You're pawing through a few things, and you get over to... Oops. I hate when that happens. You get over to here, and as you're pawing through stuff and walking through stuff, something sounds odd about the floor.
Okay. Kind of tap it. Do I have a staff?
I don't remember if you do, but I mean, you can use...
use some type of tool to tap around the floor before I put weight on it. See if it's hollow.
Well, you've already stepped on it. That's how you noticed that it sounded odd. I mean, it seems solid enough, but something just felt weird about it. Like maybe something felt shifty or something as you were stepping on it. I mean, you pound on it a little bit with, a crossbow bolt or something like that, and it definitely sounds hollow.
So this might be a secret door. Does anyone? I'll show everyone else, then maybe try to find an opening for it.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't take you very long because perception. You figure out that after a little bit, you realize that basically somebody has painted a stone pattern that looks really close to what the real one is on a piece of wood, and you basically pull it, and the wood falls down, and there's another stair similar to this one right here that goes down.
Cool.
Now it gets interesting. So kind of listen down there, or they've probably heard us, but when we start to go down,
give me
it's
another.
dark.
Definitely. As you come down, actually, in this room itself, it's already dark. You barely just get a little bit of light coming from the stairwell up here. There's only a little bit of light coming in. I'm just not putting in lights for this particular thing. Anybody with dark vision can easily see. Anybody who's got normal vision, you can see in here. It's basically considered dim light, so you can see. It's just kind of dark. But down through this, where this stairwell goes, definitely dark down there. So you would need some kind of light source going down as you go down.
You gotta light a torch.
So do we have? Let's see what we got.
Let me know when you want to go. Oh, I forgot. I can totally do that. Let me know when you want to go down because I need to move you to another.
Can I? My raven is outside. It's within 100 feet, right?
For now, yes.
So can I look through my Raven's eyes just to check around the perimeter, just make sure nobody's coming up?
Okay.
Do a quick search.
So you guys, Marcus starts pulling out this this piece of board, and Praedyth kind of just sits down in the center of the floor there, and then he just closes his eyes, and you can see him it's almost like he's dreaming. You can see his eyes move as he kind of does this. As you look through the eyes of the Raven, it kind of flies around the tower a bit and flies up to the top and kind of settles on the highest point of the broken tower and kind of looks around, and you hear it go, "Arr, arr, arr," or I can't call very well, especially with my voice right now. And it looks around for a bit. From this distance, it's got a little bit better view than you do, or better vision than you do. It can see the camp from here and clearly see people moving around in it. Looking, east, west, north, south. Other than the people at the camp, it doesn't notice anybody moving this direction.
Okay, good enough. All right.
So, he then, after a moment, Praedyth kind of opens his eyes and stands back up.
Was that something wrong with you? Did you have a fit? What was that?
Oh no, not of course not. I was seeing through my queen's servant. I was just making sure that we were undisturbed.
That's convenient.
Marcus, you've seen him with the Raven. That's almost
okay.
the size
I was just sure. Yeah. I can't remember how much if we've seen magic.
Yeah.
No, I've had
seen
my him
Raven
with this Raven for the whole time.
Okay.
During the first portion of the voyage, it probably was on top of in the crow's nest or up above on the crow's nest and things like that.
Ravens.
But since you guys have been off the ship with the crash, it's usually either been by him or flying around, that sort of stuff. And the Raven is about 2/3 the size that he is. So.
Oh, okay.
It's a decent sized Raven.
It's not a small Raven, and I'm not a big person.
Feet tall, so
Oh, excellent. So I will get one of these pieces of wood, and is there any type of fabric or something I can fashion some torch out of it? Or
I've already lit a torch.
Oh, Morbacon is doing a torch. All right, are you guys headed down?
Okay, so I summon my mage hand and let it carry the torch in front of us before we.
Okay.
That is my torch.
Okay.
All right. You can.
You can go down, and I'll just throw my hand and push you.
Yeah, you can have it. It's fine. I was just kidding.
Give me a moment to add you guys to this.
I'm okay with it. I just thought that'd be safer.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to.
It's fine. I was just teasing.
I know.
All right, there is.
It's so small.
I've got a candle.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't. All right, I'm gonna put you guys all in here. Now, be careful. If you go onto the spiral staircase, you go down a level.
Okay.
Just as an FYI. Let me get everybody in here, and then I'll give you something to listen to. 2, 3, 4, 5. Who am I missing? Rhux, 6, and Dresda. All right. Here we go. Going down the stairs, the stonework changes, becoming more rough-hewn with strange symbols carved into the rock. You find some crates and rope here, as well as a barrel filled with some kind of liquid. Some broken tables and chairs round out the rest of the room. In the center sits a trapdoor. It's a circular staircase underneath it, so clearly that's what it is. But there is a trapdoor in the center. As of right now, you have to open it up. What are you guys doing as you get down to here? And I will make it so that it doesn't really matter. This is a small enough room. You have a torch running, so I'm not going to put any light in.
Okay. I'm going to check this barrel out and see what's in it.
Okay. Looking inside, it is a liquid of some sort. It's hard to tell exactly what it is because it's dark down here.
Sniff.
It looks kind of like water, though. Sniffing it, it's odorless.
Odorless. Okay. Oh, well.
I will open the trap door.
Looking at around the barrel, you can see that there's sort of a dampness around the barrel. Just like it's slightly wet around it. Opening up the trapdoor, you see the staircase that leads down, the spiral staircase leading down.
Hey, look, there's a staircase that leads down, guys.
It's a trap.
And what you see in here is what is in there. So there is literally a trunk of some sort here. The barrel is here with the water in it, with the liquid in it.
Oh, I didn't see
What's in the trunk?
And then there's 4 crates that are sitting here that are.
Is the trunk locked? Can we search the trunk?
The trunk You got to search the trunk. You can if you'd like.
I would like to search the trunk.
So the trunk is closed. There's kind of like a latch on it that you would like normally put your 2 fingers together, and that would click it up, and that would pop open. Do you wish to do that?
Yes, please.
All right. You click the thing open. The trunk pops open. Inside, you see clothing. That's what you see on top.
I see what?
Clothing.
Oh, clothes.
Shirts and pants. A shirt and pants on top of it.
Are they
That's what you see
nice or
immediately.
old, mildewy?
They're serviceable. I wouldn't call them fine clothes or anything like that. They're
Do
like
they
typical
stink?
common clothes. I don't know. You pick up the shirt and kind of smell it. It got a bit of body odor to it. Nothing terrible though. A little mildewy as well.
Huh. I might take these. We might need these
Okay.
later.
So you pull the shirt and pants up, and underneath there is a leather jacket.
Ooh, we got the leather
And
jacket.
leather jacket, in this sense, is the leather jacket item that was in the stuff. So, if you put it on, you would have the equivalent of a leather jacket armor.
I have the equivalent of a what?
The leather jacket armor?
Yeah, there is. Remember, in the there was some new equipment. Remember, and one of
Yeah,
them
no,
was,
but that's the
was
armor,
armor, which
leather
was
jacket.
leather jacket. So leather jacket armor, I think, is like a 12 or a 13 plus DC plus your dex.
Yes.
I could say anything cool.
No, it's in fact it looks kind of like it kind of looks like the same type of jacket that Captain Aerra was wearing on the ship. It looks similar to that.
That's cool.
Different coloring, but similar kind of thing. Once you pull out the jacket, you see underneath that there's some boots.
Oh
And next-
yeah, this
and
is
next
all.
to the leather boots, there's Abrasive Daggers. So there's a dagger belt, like a belt that you put over your thing, and it has 5 sheaths, 3 of which have daggers in them.
Oh, hold on a moment. Do these look well kept? This doesn't look like it's just been.
Oh yeah.
They look. I mean, the pulling up the leather jacket and the boots, they look like it's been relatively well kept. I mean, there's a little bit of salty crust on the jacket, probably because whoever's been wearing it has been out on the sea a lot. And pulling out the daggers, when you pull out a dagger, it definitely looks like it's been well serviced.
So
And next to that last thing, sorry, is that there is a pouch also in there.
Ouch.
I've been doing stuff as you've been saying. I'm going to pull stuff out. You never really said you wanted to dig all the way through it, so that's all. But yeah, there's also a pouch.
On one level, by the way. I don't know how.
okay, so what do the boots do?
They protect your
They
feet.
go on your feet, yeah.
Yeah, can I put the boots on?
If you want,
Yeah.
John, you just
Are they a little big, a little small?
if you step onto the staircase, you will go down. So,
Yeah, I was trying. I couldn't see my person. I was trying to get out from under whoever I was on.
yeah, I just let you know that that's the case. That's why you went down a
Yeah.
stair.
I want to put those boots.
The boots are a little big. They seem to be made for bigger, slightly bigger. Well, I don't know. How big was your character? They might fit okay. They might fit well enough.
Okay.
I'm gonna check out these crates over here.
Okay, you start. The crates are definitely like hammered shut, so you'll need to force them open in some way, whether that's with a crowbar or something.
Does anybody want the leather jacket?
I mean, I could definitely use a leather jacket. I've been
Okay.
working towards one, but if someone else needs it,
Yeah. I might take
Go
this
for it.
belt of the daggers though, because I use daggers. Does anybody want the boots?
Does anybody at the beach need some boots?
Maybe most of them have been on the ship barefoot, so it's possible. Yes,
Okay.
like when you're
So
on the
I
ship
might
all
keep-
the time, they don't really need boots, but they might need them here.
I'm gonna keep the dagger.
Okay,
And how many daggers are there?
there are
2?
3 daggers in there, but there's
3.
2 more scabbards on it. Like it's sort of a thing that would be a bandolier over top of your chest, where you can pull them out quickly.
Okay.
Depending on which way you put it, it's left-handed or right-handed. But there's 3 daggers in sheaths already, and there's 2 more sheaths that are empty.
so
And like I said, there's also a pouch in there as well.
Okay. What's in the pouch?
Opening up the pouch, you see a kind of a greenish gray powder inside.
Okay. Can I do an Arcana check to see if I recognize it?
Sure.
Huh.
It's nothing you've seen used in magic of any sort before, or alchemy, that you know of.
Alrighty. Ask one of the, who's good with medicine? Does anybody recognize this stuff? Can I take like a little pinky dab and taste it?
Sure, if you want.
Rub it on your gums.
You take a little pinky and taste it. Give me
Yeah.
give me a Constitution saving throw.
It's poison! Yay!
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Woohoo!
Nothing seems to happen. Oh
Okay.
wait. No. I'm sorry. Nothing seems to happen immediately. I mean, your saving throw is fine, but nothing seems to happen immediately.
Can I
Okay.
look at it?
Yeah, you can look at it. I mean, I'm sorry, Dresda has it, so she's got to be the one to tell you if you.
I'm gonna,
Does anybody recognize this stuff?
I'll walk over and check.
Okay, give me a medicine check. You're not sure what it is. You've not seen this before.
Oh.
Hylough, did you find something to open them up, or you just got to?
Yeah, I'm just gonna use my sword or a crossbow bolt or something. And see what I can.
You break one of them open, the top one, and inside there are 3 bolts of wool. But some of it's been partially eaten by moths. You know, typical sort of stuff. Anybody else doing anything else? I'm assuming you're going to open more Hylough. I just want to ask if anybody else doing anything. Because it'll take a little bit to crank it open.
I want to use my mage hand and maneuver stuff to the floor. You said those are just more wood and.
Yeah, it's just like broken chairs and things like that.
Okay, kind of move that to the corner and see if there's anything else underneath there.
Nope, doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, I didn't feel it would be, but.
Well, I'm down to keep going on.
1 second.
See what's lower.
Rhux, when you went over by. Gotta move you, Marcus. Sorry. Need to see Rhux real quick. Yeah, Rhux, when you were over by Dresda, something seemed odd about that trunk.
Odd how?
You weren't sure. It just seemed weird. Something just didn't seem quite right.
Can I?
Do you think there's a
examine it?
false bottom?
Can I examine it?
Yeah, you can examine it. Looking it over, because of your passive perception already, something doesn't, like, you put your hand into it, and something doesn't feel quite right, and you pick up the trunk, which is not very big, and as you pick it up, something shifts inside, and you hear a clunk, and then it explodes, and you all die next campaign. No, I'm kidding.
Nice.
That's why I was trying to move.
We dropped the
Just
lighthouse.
kidding.
We dropped
I
the
was
lighthouse on
protected.
ourselves. Let's go.
I'm kidding. No, something seems to. You hear you feel something move. A weight seems to shift from kind of the center to the back, and then you hear a clunk as it hits the back. You don't see anything inside the trunk though.
That sounds like there's a false bottom in there or something.
I'm gonna flip it over.
All right, you flip it over and you hear. Again, it feels weird. The weight feels weird.
Don't
You hear
move too much. Let me examine it and do I have traps? Let me perception check it.
Sure.
See if I can find the opening or whatever.
Sure, go for it. You're definitely sure there's something there, but you can't seem to figure out how to open it.
Yeah, I don't have it. Thieves' tools or anything. Anyone else want to try it? Definitely something there.
Yeah, definitely something there.
I'll roll perception.
Hylough, you get another crate open while they're kind of talking about
Ooh,
that.
yay!
And inside that one, there are 2 bolts of silk, which are sort of like a feathered design, faintly visible in the fabric. So like there's just a faint feather kind of look into it that kind of designs through the whole silk fabric.
Nice.
That's in crate number 2. Dresda, you kind of are looking through there, and you notice that there's kind of like a little tab thing on one end, and you just kind of pull it, and the whole bottom comes away. Inside the bottom, there is a Flintlock pistol.
Oh.
Very
Bang.
cool.
Anybody
bang.
use pistols?
Pretty much everybody
I can.
can use a pistol, because I think you're all like, this is a light Flintlock pistol, so it's
Okay.
on the simple. It's on
Out
the
of
simple
character, which
done in simple
So
lines.
John says his character is going to use pistols. Is
Next level. I don't know
next
anybody else.
level. Is anybody else?
I was considering having a pistol just for extra protection purposes, but I can get one later.
Okay. So John, do you want him? You want the pistol?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
does that have any gunpowder with it?
It does not.
Is there?
It's just a
Okay.
pistol. There's no lead balls or any gunpowder.
Is it, looking at the quality of the pistol, is it
It's okay.
normal?
It's normal quality.
So hang on, I want to ask him something real quick. So nobody else wants these boots, correct? What I'm thinking is I might trade my shoes, give them to somebody who doesn't have shoes, and keep the boots. Does anybody else? Because I already took the daggers, so I want to make sure nobody else wants it before I do that.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Alright.
So I'll give
I
my
know.
shoes to somebody on the beach who needs them,
Okay.
and I'll keep
So,
these leather boots.
Dresda, as you go to hand Marcus the pistol, give me a dexterity check.
Oh, crap.
Just a check, not a saving throw. It's an ability check. Okay. You hand him the pistol, but almost at the last second, you almost drop it before you hand it to him. And at
Whoa.
that point, your head is feeling a little lightheaded.
Catch the pistol and catch her.
No. I mean, she's not falling over. Only she is feeling lightheaded. Nothing else.
Okay.
Is going there.
Do I make an association with I'm getting dizzy probably because of what I took in that powder?
No, because you don't feel like you're feeling dizzy. You feel like, I guess the best way to put it is you feel like the beginnings of a buzz coming on. You feel like you're starting to become drunk.
Okay.
At the very
So
beginning
again,
of it. It's like the
would
very
I-
beginning of it.
I make the association with, okay, the only
Insight it.
thing I ingested was that powder.
Insight check. It could be a contact poison on the gun. It could have been a contact poison on the trunk. You've been handling a lot of stuff over there. Maybe it's something with those leather boots.
Be a chameleon. Who knows?
You got hit by a spider.
It's possibly that powder, possibly.
Okay. Huh. So I suspect this powder may be some kind of poison or sleeping powder.
No, you're not
or-
feeling sleepy. You're just feeling
Oh,
inebriated.
drunk. Okay.
Or a drug.
Yeah.
Like
This may be some kind of drug. Huh. Okay.
Hold on. Before we go any further, I really should have brought this up at the beginning of our session 0. Because of the way this campaign is and where it's at and what we're associating with, there will be narcotics in this. We've already touched upon, Rhux was a slave at some point, so there is some of those issues that will be brought up. There could very well be other things of that nature. So if you ever feel uncomfortable about something, just say, hey, can we just hand wave this because I'm feeling uncomfortable about it. It's all I want. I just wanted you to make sure that that it's okay to just say, hey, you know what? Don't want to talk about this sort of thing. Let's just move on. And I'm cool with it. So, but I wanted to let you give you that up front so that you knew, because I forgot that there are going to be things like narcotics and that sort of stuff. So there will be some more adult-oriented themes in this particular thing.
Okay. So would a history check? No, I guess not.
No, you can
I
try
was
an
thinking
intelligence
maybe-
check if you'd like, but
I was thinking history, like the history of smugglers in the area. Would I know if they were doing drugs or?
so the
drugs?
answer for you is no, because remember you have amnesia. So
Okay.
Don't know anything.
but I mean, I'll still give you the chance. But there's a better chance of figuring out a narcotic or something like that, either with a medicine check. Imagine that.
Or by
Or-
taking more.
By taking more. No, or a nature check. Nature check might also figure it out too, because most things come from some kind of plant.
But not that.
But not Dresda. Dresda's nature, she just doesn't seem to have any idea.
It's not natural.
Hylough, you make it through the third one.
Mhm.
Inside there are several bags of sugar.
Hey, we could use this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm, mm.
Nothing. We don't have anything else. Just nothing to sweeten, but we got the sugar to sweeten it with.
And anybody else doing anything while he's kind of cranking on this last crate?
So yeah, I'm gonna try to do my torch thing again. Actually, make a torch so we have more than one with the remains of everything.
I can give you one. I got 10 somehow.
Yeah, no, but we've got stuff here. Might as well.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, so the reason why torches work for an hour is because they're usually dipped in creosote or something like that.
Yeah.
You don't really have that. But I would say you could do a makeshift torch that would do for a quarter of the time. So you could.
Well, that's kind of what I mean.
You can make a couple of those. I'm not saying you can't. I mean, that's perfectly fine. I'm just saying it's not as effective.
No, I know that.
So yeah, you can be making together. We'll say over the course of him getting this open, you can make a couple of them.
Okay.
Last thing you get open, inside there are several bags of a dark brown bean.
Ooh, dark brown bean. Oh,
do we recognize any of it?
So I smell it really good.
You smell it. It's got a very interesting aroma to it, but I mean, clearly it hasn't been roasted yet, so it's maybe I don't know exactly how this smells without roasted. But you've never seen it before.
Okay, I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
This looks interesting. Maybe we could eat this. Eat some beans.
So,
yeah,
it just seems like this is. Were there more boxes here looking at the floor in the area?
Some of the things might have been crates, but mostly it was like chairs and just things that at some point kind of broke it down. You get the feeling that this particular level of this tower is older than the level above. That's for sure.
Right. But I'm just wondering if it's currently being used more so. It seems.
I mean, you tell me.
I know. I'm just saying. You can't really tell how long those crates have been shut.
Well, I mean, the sugar seems to be okay. The wool cloth that he found has been partially eaten by moths, but that could have happened when it was put in there. It could have happened before it was put in there. You're not 100% sure. The daggers are relatively well maintained, though, and so. But if you oiled them before you put them away, you know for a fact that could last for a month or two before they really need another cleaning of some sort. So it's hard to say.
I mean, someone's possibly been here in the last month.
Rhux, could you give me a nature check with advantage? Okay.
Advantage.
Nice.
You recognize those beans because you've harvested those things from the plantation in Calastria when you were younger. Those are coffee beans.
Coffee.
So it was interesting as I was doing research for this kind of campaign and pirates and that sort of stuff. I found out that coffee was not a thing in Europe until the 1500s because it was a South American thing. Yeah. So they didn't have it. So it's kind of one of these things where I've kind of decided that coffee has just started to become a thing here in this thing as well. So most people to the east don't necessarily know a lot about coffee or haven't seen it a lot yet, but it is starting to slowly become more popular. But you have seen it because you've harvested it, Rhux. Maybe about 5 years ago when you were.
Yeah. What do I think this means?
Nothing. It's just clearly, I mean...
Beans.
Yeah, it's clearly, it's probably not from here. But you never know. What do you guys want to do?
Let's go down to the next level if everyone's ready.
Yeah, we can leave these boxes here and we can take them when we come back through.
Okay. If you go onto the stairs, you will go down a level.
By the way, can we make sure somehow the actual lid or the door to the upstairs going up can't be shut easily?
Well, the thing that went up to that you found was literally just a plank of wood that was laid over top to make it look like it was still part of the stone floor. So
okay, so it wasn't like a latch or anything where.
No, and then the trapdoor itself doesn't have a latch either.
Okay.
So coming down to this floor or to this room, you can already notice a few things as you step in, but we'll give you a little more to discuss. Descending the stairs leads to another room similar to above. Broken tables and chairs lie to the north. the northern side of the chamber, while 2 beds are nestled into the southern corners. The beds look like they have been slept in at some point. They're not necessarily made or anything like that. The mattress looks like it might be made of straw of some sort, so they're not the best beds ever, but they are legit beds.
I got dibs on this one right over here.
Yeah. I'm gonna call this one
Oh shoot! I did forget something about
Sleep
a level
time.
above, but it's all right. Rhux, as you've been looking around at this level and the markings that are on the walls, something about them is familiar.
Rhux knows a lot of stuff.
Rhux seems like the lore guy.
Well, I mean, you just happen to be in a place where
A lot of
his
Malazan around here.
race is important.
He's
Yeah,
got
once
the-
we go to the city, people will hate me, and it'll be you guys will get to have more fun.
Okay.
So there's like markings all over the walls.
Yeah, there's symbols being marked on the walls. Like this thing is.
Do I
This
know
area
what they
is definitely older than the previous tower, and there's these carved things into the walls that.
do I know what they say?
You have to give me an intelligence check.
I'm not very smart.
That's part of the reason why you have to give me the check. You're
I'm not very smart.
yeah. You look at it, you're just not sure what it says. It just something about it rings a bell, but you're not sure what it is. I mean, it looks familiar, but alien all at the same time.
It's ancient Malazan.
You guys didn't go down another level, did you? On accident.
I'm on the level with the beds.
Oh, okay. Marcus and Praedyth and Dresda are still upstairs.
Yeah, but I would have gone downstairs. I was waiting for.
Is there anything else over around here? Like, do the beds look interesting or what?
Looking over the beds, they
I'm
Their
checking out
beds.
one of the beds.
they look normal. Like they look like normal beds like you would see in Kermagale or any of the towns that you were in.
They look
last journey.
recently used.
And they definitely look used, like they have been used. They're unmade. You're not sure how long ago they were used though. And underneath the one here, underneath this one here, you find some boots. More leather boots. I like giving up boots.
Oh, I can't fit in those.
They're a little bit smaller than the previous pair.
Maybe Dresda will like these ones better.
And I searched the mattress on the other one. Is there anything around the whole thing? Nothing over there.
Searching through it, you don't find anything. I mean, the mattress is, like I said, it's made of straw. The blanket is is wool, and in fact, it feels a little cooler in here than it did up above. Probably because you're down a couple levels, and you're down maybe 15, 20 feet into the earth. So it's just you're at earth temperature, so it stays a little cooler. So maybe that's why they're wool blankets. You don't know. The pillow is not great. It also seems to be made of straw. I mean, it's a typical bed, but nothing else seems to be in it. No.
Look under the beds and for secret compartments.
You spend time knocking on the wood, looking around, banging on things. Give me a perception roll.
Perceive.
You do not seem to find any hidden compartments or anything.
Okay. There aren't any lights in here. Are there torches in here, or like holders for torches?
There's some spots. There's a spot here and here for a torch to be held. Yes, and you can see the telltale signs of soot from a torch being there at some point. It's probably part of the reason why Rhux can't read what's on the wall.
That's definitely the reason.
It's not that he's dumb or anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Note, because of the way this is set up, if you wish to go up a level, you'll want to go here. If you wish to go down a level, you go into the stairs.
Cool. Well, there's nothing in these other corners. There's nothing.
Just the table,
Okay.
the chairs are all broken and the tables are broken up. Those look like, so some of the debris looks like it's been there for a while. Some of the debris, like the tables and stuff and the chairs that are there, look like maybe they've been broken as part of a fight of some sort. Like they look more recently broken.
Are there any arrowheads or anything? Any type of weapons? Any weapons or any arrowheads or lead bullets around the floor?
No, unfortunately. Okay. None of those things are there.
So it may not have been that bad a fight.
Yeah, probably was just fisticuffs if it was a fight. And somebody just went down a level.
I went down there.
All right. That's cool.
This is weird down here, guys.
All right, so let me start describing this one. The stairs become choked with dirt and rock as you reach the next level. Be careful. So if you wish to go back up on this one, you're going to go here. Going down will stay in here. So just as an FYI. The stairs become choked with dirt and rock as you reach the next level. Clearly, a portion of the wall to the northeast has collapsed, and the surrounding earth is filled in the root. A portion of that collapse has been cleared away, and the stairs continue down. And the portion that's been cleared away definitely looks like it was done by someone, like somebody manually, dug dirt so that it could continue to be used.
Well, that's kind of them.
But other than that, it's only really just this small portion that you can see. Sorry. After a bit of a technical snafu. So, let's see, what are you guys doing again? All right, so yeah, you're on this level. There's stuff that caved in. And as you can continue down the stairs, and it looks like Hylough continued down the stairs.
Yep.
So in this case, you can see that there's more dirt, but let me give you a quick description. The stairs reach the bottom and are choked with mounds of dirt and rock. You can barely squeeze through the rock as you move out into the mostly collapsed room. The strange symbols that you've been seeing carved on the walls are visible, but the floor itself is full of dirt and the rocks, making it difficult to walk. As you get there, you can see that you can go left or right, and now you can see there's a stairwell going down. There's a stairwell going down here, and there's more that seems to be, you can go around the edge of this dirt here. What do you want to do? And there's still people up top, so.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, I was waiting until you were done before you started moving down.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's all good.
So is that the beach, maybe?
No, it's dirt.
No, it's stairwell. Okay.
There's these stairs over here.
As you get over to there, you can see there's a low tunnel that leads through a break in the wall there. It looks to be man-made, and it slowly curves around to the left. And seems to slowly, gently rise up as it goes around to the...
Have I been seeing any more symbols?
Hey, there's a
tunnel
tunnel
there's
over
definitely
here.
Symbols on this one if you want to try to figure them out. Give me an intelligence check.
Yeah, let's try again.
Oh, this one you actually figure out. No, you figured this one out.
Hey, 20 would
clearly
be
it's Malazan, but it's a Malazan that it's very hard for you to read and understand, so it seems to be a dialect of some strange origin. It reads, Kotako, Reo Taku Ohowawa, Kotaku Reo Taku Mahifi Maria. You translate it to come into being meaning, my language is my awakening. My language is the window to my soul.
The poet didn't know it.
Interesting.
Does that bring to mind, is that a famous saying in a novel I would have known or poetry I would know?
No. Yeah, you've never heard of that before. Rhux, it sort of tugs on something that maybe you heard of as a child, but you can't quite place it.
Do these stairs go anywhere?
I don't know.
So
where do you want to go?
Tell everybody there's a tunnel over here if we want to go, or we could do the stairs.
Dresda and Iylis are still up a level, but I'm just letting everybody know that just so they know where they're at.
Yeah, Dresd'a just stepped away for a second. So.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that. Depending on what you guys want to do. Like, you can be spread across multiple levels. I don't care. I just want to make sure that everybody knows where everybody's at.
Yeah, it just gets confusing really quickly. I guess.
Do we know where the tunnel goes?
We don't know either.
I just said it curves to the left and gently rises.
Yeah, it goes a little up and to the left. That's why.
I will go first.
Where are those stairs?
Do the stairs go up or down?
Stairs go down.
Wanna go downstairs?
We're trying to figure that out.
We're going at the tunnel. Looks like Rhux is heading to the tunnel. I can't hold him back.
He's a big guy. It's hard to hold him back. You're right.
Yeah.
Is it getting lighter at all, or are we still?
No, it's dark. I mean, you feel like you've went maybe 30, 40 feet down, something like
Do
that.
I see?
Maybe a little farther.
Are there more symbols as I go through?
No,
this?
as you get through here, the tunnel is clearly man-made. Somebody dug this out. As you come around the corner, you can see it is
Man-made.
slowly curving.
You be careful about how far we move. I'm assuming.
No, you're fine. If you
Okay.
keep going, you'll see there's sort of an end to the tunnel. But if you go through that end, you'll go to something. The tunnel does not end; it keeps going. So, which
We're over
It's
here
true.
now.
It doesn't end.
Oh,
Interesting.
okay.
How tall was the?
This tunnel is about 4.5 to 5 feet tall. It's pretty short, but as you come around and goes up, it goes all the way up, and you find that it comes to another small tunnel into the thing. Give me 1 second, and I'll give you another little thing about that. Part of the south wall has been broken, and a tunnel has been dug into the rock and dirt, leading around and heading north. So you're coming from that portion. The tunnel is only about 4 feet high and very roughly hewn, but you can see that you're now into the other tunnel, the other room. You can see that part of it's been dug out or didn't fully fill in, but there is dirt all around this particular area right here. This is all dirt.
Can we see those stairs?
You cannot see the stairs. I mean, you know they're there because that's where you came through. But
Yeah, that's the level.
yep,
We just went up a level.
it just went up a level.
Are there
Indeed, do that.
more symbols here?
Um,
There more writing?
there is, but there's not enough because there's so much dirt and room and all that sort of stuff. It's hard to tell what the writing says.
I mean, if I were to take time to wipe off some of the wall, would I be able to read it?
Maybe eventually, and that would mean that by eventually meaning I'd have to put in what this one says.
All right. We'll
I mean, I could put something in there. I'm just saying I didn't do it for this level because of the dirt and stuff.
So
that's fair.
you had mentioned earlier that it was dug out. The majority of this caves that may have been here, or they
This
man.
portion is very old. This portion
Okay.
here. This seems to be dirt that's collapsed in. This here, it looks like somebody broke through the wall and dug this out. You're not sure how long ago. You could try to figure it out, but you're not a dwarf.
But it's pretty sizable. I mean, it would have taken a lot of effort, right? I mean, that's pretty sizable rooms.
It would have taken some time, yeah.
You got to move the dirt
Yeah,
out.
it's not. I mean, it's not super sizable. Remember, this whole ceiling is like 4.5 feet tall. You're walking over ducking and that sort of stuff in it. So it's 15
Some
feet
of
across.
us are.
Yeah, some of you are. Some of you are walking perfectly fine.
How is it braced?
Oh, is it braced? Not.
I mean, is it
It's
braced
sort of
at all?
circled. It's sort of just hemispherically made. It's not braced at all.
Okay.
Now it is basically like dirt and rock, so it's however well that works.
But we went all the way around and we really have not found anything of interest.
Nothing here other than you found the other side of this particular wall. That dirt here, you found the other side of it. There's still room there. It's just nothing of interest there, other than there is some writing, some of the Malazan writing on the wall. It's just hard to make out with all the dirt.
If we give it more light, can we help him make it out? Like put the torch there and.
Sure, if you want me to take time to figure out what I wanted to say.
Oh, never mind then.
I'm just saying I didn't write anything for this wall.
No, that's fine.
That's all.
Yeah, I'd already talked about wiping off the wall, and he was like, I mean, you can.
I mean,
Come
I
up
would
with
take
what
the
I
time if you
said.
want, but
Give you the help action by giving it more light.
It's too dirty. I can't read it.
no, there's just like there's a lot of dirt all over the wall. Like whoever dug out the tunnel put part of the dirt into the actual, put part of the dirt here. Like they put part of it here, so it's mounted up against the wall. I just gave you more room to walk around in.
Does there seem to be anything else around here or no?
Yeah.
Just this part.
Control for tools or any type of other openings.
Who clicked something?
I don't know why Dresda decided to pick something. What was that, John? Sorry?
I just do a perception roll for tools or anything that looks other secret doors. There probably aren't, but I'm just going to do it just because.
All right,
I was
give me a
trying to
perception
move
roll.
my thingy.
There doesn't seem to be. With a 16, you think maybe if you wanted to spend time, you could probably break through the dirt here and get into that other portion, but it would take time.
Like you said, you've been in that other portion.
Like
right?
you could break through this dirt and get into this portion if you wanted to.
But we've already
You'd have to
been
dig it
there.
out if you wanted to.
We could just walk back around the tunnel and get there fine.
Well, yeah, but it would be faster if we had to run. But yeah, I mean, no.
Let's go to the other staircase.
Yeah.
Already here.
I can't get
Did
back
we
up.
hear the ocean? I mean,
There
is
we go.
there any breeze or anything coming through here?
No, we
or-
don't hear anything. It's not at this point.
I disappeared. What the hell?
Oh, this is nice.
Did I go to another map?
Hmm.
Yeah. We're in the other. We went to the other part of the tunnel and then.
Disappeared.
No, you
Down
go
the
back
stairs.
around, and then there's that other staircase we didn't go down. We didn't go down yet.
Man, this is fancy. What's over here?
I had to refresh it.
So mine won't let me go anymore. Will it?
You got to hit the run lighthouse underground and hit it again. It's like refreshing it.
Zoom out.
No, Dresda went too far. There's this. If you try to move yourself, move up, move north one. Just move one.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh, so that's the
I should have
actual.
put. I didn't put a wall there so that we couldn't move beyond it. That was all. That's the problem. Okay. One moment, and once everybody's down here, I'll read the missing.
You didn't hear Dresda?
I'm trying. It keeps telling me no. Go away.
She's so slow.
We're still missing.
She keeps running
Where's
into
Aaron?
walls.
How do you get up this one room again? Oh my gosh.
Just try all the spots on the stairs.
Where are you,
Where am I
Aaron?
now?
I'm here.
Oh my gosh! What did you do? Go down.
Just as
Yeah.
here, let's
Get
go.
around.
I go
No,
down.
Aaron was not there.
It didn't work.
Yeah, but like just as here though.
All right,
so
descending
that's
the
gotta count
stairs
for
to a
something.
single. You enter a single room. Crates are stacked against in one corner, while a large barrel is nestled in another. A table with chairs, some recently repaired, sits along one wall, while a shelf with dishes and 2 boxes sit on another. A break in the eastern wall seems to lead to a small tunnel.
Huh.
All right.
More tunnels. Let's go check it out. Do you want to search anything in the room yet?
And I'll listen for people.
Yeah, I want to see what's
Things.
over at this little table over here.
Listening, Hylough, you hear a faint. And that's about it. That's the best I can give you.
Like a sigh.
Iylis. The
Might be.
shelf. You find a bunch of wooden dishes and some boxes.
Yo,
Boxes are
dishes.
The boxes are maybe like 6 inches by 4 inches by about 2 inches deep. Not very big.
Is there
Are
any
these
food?
dishes in any way clean?
A little bit. They're wooden, so they got stains and stuff on them.
Word, I will take them.
Okay.
Is there any food or anything that's salvageable?
Not that you can see,
Okay.
but there's boxes and crates and barrels.
And supplies. I'll can look through them for supplies.
Look through what?
The crates and barrels to see if there's any supplies we could use.
Okay, well, if you want to go look through the crates, it's going to take time because you're going to have to break them open.
Okay.
Well,
I'll help her
It's like the
out.
ones above. Everything is kind of is locked up tight in that sense. But yeah, you can. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just.
Let's see what else is where this ends up. We can always come back,
All right.
but we don't want people
That's
to.
true.
Okay.
If we not only are in the house, but we've broken everything, open everything. That's probably
Nothing like being Goldilocks.
yeah.
All right, Hylough, you've walked into yet another thing.
Someone has
Partially dug out
broken
cave
into
leads to the
my
tower
shack.
and towards the gentle sound of lapping of water. There are 3 barrels here with some rope on top.
I have one question about the previous room.
Huh?
Are there more stuff on the wall?
I did not put anything down, so the answer is
So-
probably yes, but I just forgot to put it down.
Okay.
And I'm not going to make it up.
We'll
for you.
say that I can read that one.
No, you can't. You'll say you can't read it. That way I don't have to give it to you.
No, I can
That
read
part
it.
of-
I just don't remember. I just wasn't able to say what it said. It
It
doesn't.
was too profane.
It's too profane. It was kind of
No, it's not.
vulgar. A little
Just
disgusting.
guesstimating, is that part of the tower, the foundation of the tower? Is that room made of stone and what the tower's made out of? Or is it still
You can
older
give
than
me
the
an
rest?
intelligence check.
If I do that, you just won't tell me. Okay. Intelligence or any other history insight? Perception?
Engineering and intelligence check.
I was trying to use my handy dandy shortcut because it doesn't seem to have a color. Ah, crap. I don't have any advantages. Not awful here.
13 across the board. So it seems likely that this no. So remember, I've mentioned a couple things. As you went down, at a certain point, the tenor of the structure changed.
Right.
So clearly something changed. Like there's with that roll, you think that there are 2 different constructions here. Something was built on top of something else.
Yes.
And this is the second portion, and it has gone all the way down to here.
So this is, but you said one was older than
Yes,
the tower was younger than the underneath. It's just
correct.
older.
It's always as soon as you've made it through that one transition, it's been older ever since.
Okay.
Always the same.
Gotcha. That's what I was kind of following.
Okay, what are you guys doing here?
Other
We're gonna go north or south?
There is basically a part of this cavern is natural, and part of it's been hewn out. The parts that have been hewn out are this up here.
Okay.
Seems to be man-made, and then this right here looks like one side of it's natural, and the other side has been opened up by somebody, digging.
Where is the breeze and the ocean sound coming from?
Sounds are coming
South.
from this way, south.
All right, well, let's go there.
Well,
I think this is a smuggler's cave.
yeah, definitely.
I
think
get
your
a
mom's a
guess how
smuggler,
deep we
too.
are underground by trying to connect with my raven.
You can still connect with the raven.
I can.
The sandy
connection's
floor
pretty
cave. This sandy
stable.
floored cave is about 15 feet high at its zenith, and seems to have been carved out by water at some point. Several barrels and crates lie against the walls, and a dock leads out into the water.
I'm gonna check out this dock.
Is this a sea cave?
Yeah.
I called
Sea
it.
cave, sea cave.
Where's the captain? I said her body being a sea cave.
No captain in here so far.
Sad.
Captain, my captain, where are you?
I'm taking credit for getting this close to with the sea cave. Not that that's really hard,
Oh,
given the
John, you're gonna
genre.
kick yourself when you figure out where the sea cave is.
In the sea.
Iylis, as you get there, the water gently laps at a floating dock that spans the sea cave. A portion of the docks curve all the way around towards the cave entrance, which from what you can see, because you can see light coming in, even though you can't see it, is down this direction. Sorry, it's this way. Is where the light
Got
is
it.
coming from outside. Ropes for tying off a boat and a single barrel sit on the empty docks, the otherwise empty docks.
I'm gonna take a peek in here.
Looking in there, you can see this cave is more rocky than the other chamber. It exits out to the docks where you just came from, and is otherwise empty except for 2 chests, one medium
see.
and one small.
I see. Oh, goody, goody.
How are these ropes? Are they well kept and
How
not
are the what?
the ropes?
They're reasonably they're ropes. They look like ropes.
I mean, yeah, but they're not like weathered, like they've been there forever. They're probably
They've seen use for sure, but they're not like frayed or anything like that.
They're not dry rotted.
Correct. Hylough, you see a small cave. Heading around the corner, you see a man slumped over what looks to be a trunk of some sort.
Oh, yo, there's a man in here. I go back and yell. Praedyth.
When you yell, he doesn't seem to move. So
I go check him out. Where is he? Is he breathing?
He's right next to this trunk. So he's like, in terms of this map, he's like right here.
Oh, right there. Okay.
He looks dead. In fact, his lips are all cracked and crumbly. If you had to guess, he might have died of dehydration. That being said, his shirt is open, and there is basically a charred remains of what looked like a crudely made T on his chest.
T.
Somebody branded him.
Oh my goodness.
Yikes.
And he's slumped over the chest.
Yeah. No, once you also get that close, you notice that he's chained partially to the wall as well.
Oh.
To the cave wall.
Oh. We got a Rhux. This guy looks dead. What do you know?
What do I know?
What do you know?
You're the
Get
medicine.
up there, he's definitely dead.
I don't know if I need a medicine check to see that he's dead.
Well, I don't know.
What do you know?
Can I do some sort of like history or something to think maybe about what the T is?
Sure. Give
Like
me an
history of the
intelligence
islands
check.
or something?
Yes, you can give me a history check.
Why can I not get the big number?
You don't know what that potentially means, unfortunately.
Great.
Maybe
You can also
I
do
do.
the same thing, Hylough. I mean,
Yeah, I could.
Hylough, you realize that when you were on the pirate ship that one time with your mother, that during one of those times, one of the sailors betrayed the rest of the pirates, and he was branded with a T and thrown overboard as a traitor.
This dude's a traitor.
The T stands for traitor.
Yeah, it's a
scarlet T.
Yeah, it's a scarlet T. That's right. I'm gonna check out
in this case, it's the blackened T, but
yeah. I'm gonna check out this chest here. Not his chest.
So the trunk is similar to the
trunk.
one. It's similar to the one that was up above, where it's kind of like this double latch that you click on the sides and it pops open.
Okay.
You gonna open it?
I'm gonna sort of stand to the side and do that. Yeah,
Right.
this is a...
Click and it pops open and you open it up. Similar to before, you see on top a shirt and some clothes, like shirt and pants.
Okay. All right, so I'll just paw through this, see if there's anything I've used.
So there's those two things. There is I meant to do this. There is another. No, there's a reason why I didn't do it. There is the pant. There's 2 shirts, 2 pants, a pair of leather boots, and then hidden underneath most of it, there's a small journal about 6 inches by about 4 inches by, it's just a journal size thing. It's kind of wrapped around with a leather strap.
Okay. I'm gonna open that up, see if I can.
It is written in common. It's kind of scrawled in common, and it seems to be a journal of some sort. As a quick cursory glance through, you can see dates and some writing and that kind of stuff. I mean, to get more than that, you'll have to spend some time reading it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stick it in my pocket, and then let's see. Is there feel around for some false bottoms?
All right, give me a perception roll.
All right, perception.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like there's a false bottom.
Anybody else want to check this out? Since I can't find anything, but
I'll take a look.
You're way the heck away from him.
Well, I'll move.
You also
No, I
Don't
can't
find
find
it.
it.
can't find it either.
I want to check out this big old chest right here.
Yeah, give me a moment.
Yeah,
Rhux,
it
did
is.
you want to check this or anything? Oh, you are there.
Yes.
Peter,
Yeah.
Yeah.
part of the problem is everyone's all over the place and moving randomly, so it's kind of hard to keep track of who's where. I don't know how to handle that.
You don't know how to handle it.
Well, I mean,
Drop your anxiety, man. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I understand. Right now I'm dealing with those three. I'll get back to you guys in a second because
No, that's fine. I just
happening at the same
don't
time.
know if we're supposed to be with it or not.
No, you don't have to be. Hylough basically found somebody. He shouted out. A few
Well, I
people
was
came
just-
over.
I was just following.
What do I need to roll? Perception?
Yes, perception.
I will perceive. I perceived
You
better than them.
perceive that there is a false bottom.
Wow, just like the other one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do I remember how Dresda opened it last time? Or
Sure, I'll say you did.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
It kind of opens the same way. Not exactly, but you find it. Inside is a single iron key. That's it.
Hmm.
Is this
Key
guy
in a
chained up?
chest?
The guy's chained up,
Keys
yes.
have locks.
Can I see if the key goes in it?
The key is too big for those locks.
Okay, well, I will hold on to the key because it
All
clearly
right,
goes
so
somewhere.
we're going to leave you guys for a little bit and go to the other
We're
guys.
gonna need that.
So hold on with your horses. You guys are doing something. Let them do stuff now.
I will
All
hold
right,
them.
so over here, Iylis, Dresda, Aaron, what are you guys doing at the same time they were doing that?
I am
Marcus.
looking.
I'm going for the big chest.
All right, you're going to try to open the big chest. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, let me find my
How
notes.
easy can I?
All right, you go to try to open it up. The medium. Well, there's a medium chest and a small chest. So you try to open up the medium chest. You find that it is locked,
Oh no!
and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh
Or no,
no!
sorry, a Constitution saving throw. As a needle fires out and hits you in the wrist.
Ah!
So you take 1 point of poison damage as this needle hits you and goes, ow!
Ouch!
You think we need a key for that?
We might need a key for that.
You've definitely triggered a trap, for sure.
Ow!
And the thing seems
Here,
to be
try
locked.
this other one. What about the small one?
I'm gonna try the other one.
Okay. You try to open that one up.
And bottom.
Both you and Dresda give me
Hang
a
on, I'm gonna
Constitution
step
saving
back
throw.
when I have that
Wait.
suggestion.
Too late.
They're both
I was
traps.
gonna step back. You didn't give me a chance.
He said he did it, and you told him to do it. It doesn't really matter. Even stepping back is not enough. It's anybody within 10 feet.
Oh no!
So both of you give me a Constitution saving throw. As a gas comes streaming out.
I can just move out of the way of that.
12 is actually enough. You still only take 1 point of damage.
Cool.
And you take 1 point of damage as well, Dresda. As these
I
gas,
feel a little
this
woozy. I don't know
greenish
about
gas comes streaming out. By the way, Dresda, at this point in time, you're feeling mighty drunk.
Drunk?
Drunk.
That's why you didn't move.
That's probably why you didn't move. And probably why you also told me to just open it. Marcus, you hear a cling and somebody go, ow, and then you hear a psst, and two people start coughing.
I'll look around the corner.
There's sort of a greenish blue gas kind of dissipating as these two continue to cough.
I'll wait till it dissipates before I go and make sure they're okay.
Yeah, they're okay.
Yeah.
They didn't take too much. Both of the chests are glocked, however.
They're still locked.
Trying to open them triggered the traps. It didn't unlock.
Yeah, no, I figured. Now's the time to try to. Now the traps have been triggered.
Peter, did you take a point off of me?
I did. You should not have to.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. I just took a point off of
Oh,
my.
sorry.
Well,
I didn't
That's
see
okay. I
it.
put it back.
Cool.
Dresda, do you think that there's more gas and more needles in there?
No. I must step back though.
Why
She's
don't
definitely
you
drunk.
try that? Why don't you try that?
No, I think you should.
No, Iylis, you do realize that both of them are locked. So it doesn't matter what you try next, unless you unlock the chests, you're not going to be able to.
And I don't have any lock picking stuff. I don't.
Are the
believe.
chests made of wood?
They're iron-bound chests. So they're made of wood, but bound with iron.
So do they have hinges on the back?
Sure.
Could we like pop out the pins?
You can always try.
Why don't you use your spear, Iylis, and just pop out those
It's
pins?
not a spear. It's a staff.
Oh, okay. Your big stick.
It's.
I'm
You can try
drunk.
it.
I'm drunk.
She's definitely drunk.
It's a staff.
I've left the room because this will not end well.
I'm just gonna wait over here by the door, okay?
I'm
Feel a
gonna.
little woozy.
So trying to use the staff to knock out the pins is not going to work. His staff is way too big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a dagger I could use? Hey,
Stop role playing.
Dresda. Hey,
I'm not so sure Dresda is role playing anymore.
hey,
yeah.
No, I
Dresda.
am. What's up? What's up? Oh man, I'm getting nauseous, man. Tell the one in the middle to stop running around so much.
Hey, Dresda.
What's up?
You got a dagger I could borrow?
Yeah, here. I gotta hand him a dagger.
Okay. Marcus
Sweet.
and Aaron, what are you guys doing while this is occurring?
How
I'm
deep is the
looking at
water
this
there?
area.
Say again, Marcus.
How deep is the water here? Is it?
Seems to be about 10 feet. You can actually see down kind of where you're at. You can see it's pretty clear. And you can actually see that there is the remains of a rowboat down there that's sunk.
Okay.
Like where you're at is about 10 feet. As you get over here,
It's shallow.
it's shallower until it reaches the beach here.
Is the channel to the north? Like if I look north,
It ends.
like there's
ends
a
here.
cave wall there.
There's
Okay.
a cave wall here. Yep. And it comes down into the end. All right, Iylis, give me a dexterity check. Try to
Oh boy.
pop these pins out.
I'm not particularly dexterous,
Mm-hmm.
Which is why you shouldn't be doing it. But okay.
but I'll give it a go because I want what's inside.
All right, I'll do one and
Oh my god.
oh, well,
Well, you pop
he got
out
it.
one of the pins.
Let's go.
You do it again for the
Alright.
other one.
Again.
That one you struggle with and you are unable to do it.
Dang,
Can I try?
nabbit.
Sure, you can try.
All right.
With disadvantage.
I watched what he did and try to emulate it.
Actually, you do have disadvantage, so roll again.
Wait, what?
She's drunk.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, she wouldn't have disadvantage, but since she's drunk.
Dad, what'd you remind him?
All right. Either way, you still
He's
like
still
you
better
kind
than he
of you
did.
kind of put the thing in there and miss once, and you hit your knuckle on it like ow, and then you push it out with the other one. Both pins are out. When you go to pull open the top, you realize that the lock on the front is still locked, so you'd have to bend it in the first place. And as you try to pull it up, you realize that there are straps on the inside, probably to hold it, so that when you pull it over, it doesn't break and fall off.
Well, yeah,
Are they
I kinda
leather
expected this.
straps?
So
Can
you
we
can't
cut
get
them?
it open that way.
Can you
literally have to
pry?
unlock it.
You can't take the door off the hinges.
So you
You
can't
can't
waddle
cut
the,
the leather?
the dagger in there and cut the leather
Sure,
straps?
you can try to do that, but either way, the lock itself is preventing you from pulling the chest open enough to get your hand inside.
What's your strength, Dresda?
I mean, you literally have to break the lock with a strength check.
Yeah, my strength isn't very good at all. In fact, it's my drop stat.
Wow.
I think I have some strength.
It
Hang
would
on
be a
just
very
a
good
sec.
chest if you could just take the pins out.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Making a fair point, but
A very
I was
good block,
hoping it wouldn't be that good.
but it's as thin as paper.
Can we break the wood around the lock? How does this work?
Might
You
I
might
suggest
put
you
it
find out if
in
somebody
bucket,
can unlock the chest for you?
Hey, does anybody got a key? Hey,
I don't.
Keys.
Anybody got a key?
Keys.
I'm not back there yet. I'm
You
still
guys
walking.
are, yeah, you guys hear, you guys who've just now been looking through the trunk hear somebody shouting about needing a key.
What do these fools want?
You got a key or something?
There was a corpse over there. If you had noticed.
Oh yeah.
And he's
Oh,
dead.
So I thought
well, I mean,
worried
if
about
he's a
people
corpse, I
hearing
assume.
I say in a loud whisper.
Would you say that?
I say in a loud whisper. I thought we were worried about people finding us.
The only people here is dead people.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Well, I'm looking around for the captain as we're going
You
through
haven't
this
seen her so far, but yeah,
cave.
All right, where are
So-
these boxes?
you kind
I'll
of look
go
over in
open
this direction
boxes.
there,
Uh-huh.
and you
Yeah.
can see that leads out into what you think is probably the sea. And it is about it's about 8 to 10 feet of water here. I mean, if you wanted to, you could probably swim out the entrance if you really wanted to. The last thing I would say is that the The cave entrance is right here. It's kind of the entrance of the cave. And right now you're between low and high tide, and the clearance between the water and the top of the cave is about 3.5 feet or so.
We're high tide or low tide?
You're about midway between the two.
So at high tide, it's underwater, and
No, it's not. The tides here are probably about from between high to low is about 2 to 2.5 feet. So it's a difference. Not super. They're not super high tides.
Are the waves coming in?
The waves are.
the water.
Well, I mean, the waves always come in, but
Right. Yeah.
water
Where's
is
that
going in.
stinking
Yes.
key?
Okay. So
Rhux, your key is not going to work on that lock.
Does it work
Doesn't
on
work
the
on
other
either of them?
Nope.
Dang
Well, this key goes somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
The key doesn't work in the lock?
Marcus, what was your other question?
Not this one.
it's not important. I'm just going to look in this room and perceive if they didn't find something.
You see a dead body that they kind of moved around.
Right.
That's about it.
Okay.
I mean, there's clothes that they kind of pulled out of the trunk and threw on the floor. Because nobody said they took it, so I'm assuming that they're just on the floor.
Is there a book there? Did they take the book?
Hylough took the journal, yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, you don't see anything else of interest.
All right.
That's the way to put it.
We should probably take the clothes for the people back at camp that might need a change of clothes or something.
you can if you want to. I'm gonna take off my heavy stuff and swim out
Okay, you can swim out.
and see what I can see.
Yeah, I'm going to try to walk. I'll give him a rope. Didn't we find rope? So if he needs to be pulled in or whatever.
Well, there's
I've
rope
got-
up here on the pier, but it's kind of attached to the pier in some sense. But you could pull it off.
Are you pretty strong swimmer, Hylough?
I'm pretty strong.
Okay. Well, that's fine. If you don't need it, that's fine.
Let's see here. Okay. So how far can I? What do I need to do? Get swim?
Yeah,
Some
do a
sort of
swim
check?
check. Just do an athletics check. 15's good enough. So you swim out. You can swim out a ways if you'd like. As you get out here, you start to see you're definitely coming out into the sea that was on the edge of the thing. You also notice that in this direction, maybe about, I don't know, maybe about 30 or 40, maybe 60 feet tops, you can see, you're going to hit the edge of the map, so it's not on this map that you can see it. But what would be the equivalent of about right here is the toppled Alfro Tower into the ocean, into the sea.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And to give
So
you a
you're
better
saying if I just come around the corner.
to give you a better perspective, I'm going to activate the beach camp. So I'm going to activate the beach, which I got rid of. I put it in a different thing. Give me a second.
No, it's not me.
I'm going to activate this one, and I'm going to show you where you're at on this map. So on this map, you are literally coming out right here. Here, let me,
I can't tell where you're on.
I'll give you a thing. You're right here.
Oh, okay.
You're
All
literally
right.
coming out right here. And
I
as you
see.
come around, you can see here's where the stuff fell in. There's where the tower is. So in perspective, you went down the tower, and this whole sea cove is right here.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, back to the underground.
All right. Well, looking around for captains
Still don't see her.
and such, and
All
then
right, so you continue to swim. Let's go back to these Keystone cops trying to open these chests.
yes.
Anybody got thieves' tools?
Rhux was gonna go he remembers that when we walked in there was a small path to the left that we didn't check yet, as
Sure.
far as he remembers.
You can start heading that direction.
He's going over there.
What are you guys doing about the chests? If nothing, then I'm going to tell Rhux what he sees.
Well, I'm trying to find somebody with thieves' tools that could pick these locks.
Rhux, what you run into is an area that's been dug out by hand. It's only about 4.5 feet high, and it's got a ton of crates, like 4 or 5 small crates and 3 large crates in it.
Did the map?
Do they seem like they have stuff in them?
Yeah, you got to scroll back.
Well, I mean, it's hard to say.
Oh, wow.
You'd have to open them up to figure that out.
Well,
You
I'm
guys
like
have-
trying to pick it up. Does it feel heavy?
Yeah, some of the stuff, yes, it feels like there's stuff inside there heavier.
I'm gonna investigate into these boxes and see what I find.
I'm gonna sign
you're
out
gonna
and back
start,
in.
You're gonna have to start opening them up then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Click on one of the other maps.
Yeah, give me a second. Okay, so what are you guys doing about the chests while Rhux starts to open up crates?
Do we have a rogue?
What about anybody else?
I'm
Anybody else doing
swimming out.
I still.
I'm swimming out with Hylough.
Rogues aren't real.
Okay, you guys do have sort of a rogue, but
Who is that?
The one who's swimming.
Oh,
just keep
Oh,
swimming.
wait.
Yeah, you swim fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna swim out the Hylough, and then I'm gonna go out to see with that area. Was there sand in that area? Or was it all ocean?
No, it's ocean. It's out in the sea. Like if you want to
Okay,
swim
the
all the way
body-
over to there, you're gonna have to swim. You're gonna have to give me like 2 more checks. It's not a short distance.
But there's not a beach there where she could have washed up.
Nope.
Okay, then yeah, I didn't.
Where are you guys swimming to?
Remember, you swam out towards where the tower fell in the first time when you first got.
Oh, I know. I didn't go all the way
This is
around.
the
I was-
other side of it.
I noted that. Trust me. Did not.
I'm just telling you, you're gonna kick yourself because you literally could have found this 2 sessions ago, or a session ago.
So I guess I just swim back in and we go to see where the other people
Okay.
are.
Rhux, you are opening up a crate. Big crate or small crate?
Small crate.
Let me look at the boxes, the way they're set up. I'll do the small crates that are in front first.
Okay, the first small crate you open, you find 3 bolts of fine cloth, the type somebody
Okay.
might use for, a well-to-do person's clothing.
What color are they?
Just different colors. It doesn't really matter that much.
It matters to. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Yes.
You're gonna continue?
Of course.
You said you were
Open
going
all
to
the
try the
boxes.
first one.
I'm
The
gonna
second
open
one,
all of the
the
boxes.
second one you open up to find 2 bolts of silk. Now this
Okay.
silk is different from the one up top. This one's a blue silk with no feather pattern in it. The third small crate that you do is got 6 sacks of something in it. When you kind of break open one, it looks like it's oats. You break open another one, it's barley. So it's probably 6 sacks, 3 of each maybe, or a
Yay,
mix of them.
food! Does this food seem spoiled or does it seem fine?
No, it seems okay.
Yay.
But these are like actual like oats and barley, like it's not cooked or anything of that nature.
Yeah.
And the last crate you open up, which is the one on top, as you kind of pick it up to bring it down, you hear a rattle as if bottles are hitting together. You set it down and you open it up, and inside you see a dozen glass bottles
Hmm.
with some kind of dark liquid inside.
I'm going to assume that is alcohol.
And you can open up a bottle if you'd like. They're stoppered.
They're stoppered?
Yeah.
I'll pull the stopper out of one of them
You
and
pull one
smell
up and you take a sniff, and it smells like rum.
Yay, everyone's gonna be happy. We have more rum.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back.
Yeah.
That takes some time. Anybody else? What are they doing?
I was looking at this area over here.
It's a dock. On the dock,
Yeah, I know,
there's some
but,
rope
like-
and so a barrel. The barrel is open at the top, and looking inside, there's water.
Okay.
I might try to open up some of these crates that are over here.
Okay. All right, so let's do the following. I'm gonna go round robin with everybody here, real quick, because we're kind of all back together a little bit. Iylis, you open up one in that cave, correct?
Yes.
Start there. So, the first crate you open up by sheer luck is empty.
Oh,
Dresda, what are you doing?
Good meme.
how could I not have told?
Hard to say.
Why couldn't I
It's
tell?
empty.
Good meme. Nice job.
Dresda, what are you doing?
I'll go gather up those clothes you said were in it that they just threw on the floor, and figure we can take it back to the other folk.
Okay. Praedyth, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna be up here checking out with these guys. I kind of do want to. Can I still connect to the Raven?
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Because I'm over here with Dresda, and
I
then
gotta read. 50. No, you can't.
Okay, so we're
You're out of range.
all right.
As the crow
Am I
flies, you're
still
out of
drunk?
range.
Yeah.
You are still drunk. It hasn't been an hour yet. Getting close though. You're starting to feel a little less drunk for sure.
Then I'll wait till we decide to kind of move back up.
Okay, Marcus, what are you doing?
Thief background, if I have automatically get that pack or not, these tools. I'll try to open it because I don't think I have them. Can I try to open it just from a skill check?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just a dexterity check to try to unlock something.
Okay, then I'll try that. Give myself inspiration if I could.
22. You hear a click. You use your dagger and kind of jing it in there. Which one are you doing? The small or the medium?
I'll do the small one first.
Okay. You hear a click as it unlocks.
Okay. Step back, use mage hand to lift it open.
All right. You lift it open. It opens up.
What's it got? What's it got?
I don't know. You're gonna have to go look. You step back.
Yeah, well, I'll go look.
All right. I'll go look. And inside there is a kind of a small case, black case that's closed, and a belt with 9 little small vials of some kind of red liquid on them that are sitting on the belt.
It's a potion gun.
Don't let Dresda drink that.
Or taste it or anything.
Yeah, don't let her touch those things.
All right. Well, so that's all that's in that thing?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll pull it out and what's in the case?
Okay. Opening up the case, you can see there's sort of a gun-like thing with a needle on it, and what looks like a place to put some kind of weird. I mean, it's hard to say. You've never seen anything like this.
This is weird. Needles. I don't like needles. I'm gonna give this to Rhux.
Okay, Rhux is on a different place, but so we'll come back. Aaron, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna help anybody who needs help.
Okay. Well, Rhux, what are you opening up next?
Big box.
Big box.
I
Okay,
set
so
the
first
smaller
large-
crates to the side, and then I take the big box.
All right, the first large crate you open was really hard to move, like push. You open it up, and that bottom half is filled with cannonballs.
Cool. I don't think we really need those, but cool.
Iylis, you doing another
Yeah.
crate?
I'm kicking that other stupid crate because I should have been able to feel when I was trying to open it.
Well, the reason why you opened it is because when you went over to open it, you were able to just pull the top off with your hands.
Oh.
You didn't have to try to do anything, and that's probably why it was empty, because somebody had already opened it and got stuff out of it. Going to another one next to it, you open it up, and inside are a bunch of uniforms, for lack of a better term, but you're not sure from where, because they, like, you've seen uniforms in the small town you grew up with. The guards that your father employed had uniforms, so these
Right.
definitely remind you of uniforms, but you're just not sure whose livery they are. And there seems to be enough for like 6 men, and that includes jackets, pants, a shirt, and boots.
These are like made for humans.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They're made for human TV.
I see.
Marcus, Aaron, Hylough, Praedyth, Dresda, what are you guys doing? Because you're all kind of together.
I think Marcus needs to open that other box because he did it so well, and he's muted. So, and so is Cat.
Hylough, did you take the other thing, the injection and the cartridges?
Yeah, but
Nobody
I'm.
knows what that gun-like thing is, by the way.
Does the cartridge look like they'll fit in the gun?
You got to give me intelligence checks to figure this stuff out. You guys,
that's what I was going to
there's
try
no
to do.
artificer, there's no alchemist here. You have no clue what this is.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I was going to do an intelligence check on that, and then I'm going to try to open the other.
Yeah, you definitely can do an intelligence check. I'm not giving you the chance to figure it out. So, Marcus, you during part of your time on the docks with Sarah, one time through some artificer came through with some stuff, And one of the things he had was this thing, and you thought it was a newfangled gun that he might have been working on. But what he told you is that no. He said it's sort of like a gun, but what it is you take these cartridges, and he showed you a cartridge, which looks similar to the things that are on the belt that were in there, and you put it on top, and then you jab it into somebody and shoot it, and it basically is a fast delivery system, is how he kind of pronounced it. And he's like, I can do anything from turn you invisible to make you healthy again, to make you big and tall, or make you resistant to things, is how he kind of explained it to you.
Huh. That's like magic.
Well, it's artificing, so it is magic.
I know.
But, so this sort of reminds you of that. So you think it might be one of those things.
Right. And
in fact, it's interesting because the guy who you talked to seemed to be like, this is my newest invention, and you only talked to him like maybe a month or 2 months ago.
And he disappeared, and you haven't seen from him again?
Well, he took a ship and headed west, so.
Do I remember what ship?
17.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, you remember it was like probably the Princess or something like that. It was some cargo ship.
It wasn't a pirate ship necessarily then.
It was not a pirate ship, no. But
okay.
Doesn't mean that a pirate ship didn't attack the Princess.
Oh, yeah, they couldn't take it.
So.
Right.
And you remember, the last thing you remember is that he had named it the Injector. And you're just like, that's a stupid name. But, he's an artificer. Who are you telling?
Opening the other one.
You're able to hear another click with your dagger.
Okay, open it up. Same thing, mage hand, then look in after it does blow up.
Inside that one is a mound of coins of various denominations, but there's something odd about the coins that it's hard to tell from the distance you're currently at.
Do they look fake?
Have I ever seen coins like
Walking
this?
Up, the coins are... No, you haven't. But when you walk up to them, these coins are... they're kind of triangular. Well, there's 3 different denominations. There's definitely some... The largest number of them seems to be copper. There's some silver ones and there's some gold ones. The copper ones are basically small triangles. But when you look at one of them, one side has the face of what looks like a snake on it, and the other side has some strange symbol on it. When you look at the silver one, it's a square. Similarly, a snake head on one side and some strange symbol on the other. When you look at the gold one, again, very similar, although it's a pentagon, and it is snake head on one side, same strange symbol on the other. Never seen these.
Hylough, you ever seen these?
This type of coin before.
I'll take one of each and then see if anyone's seen them on ship.
What is that? Intelligence? Or have I ever seen these?
History, if you want. That's fine.
Did I roll? Or you already said I don't know them?
Yeah, Hylough, you've never seen these kind of coins either. I mean, you can roll if you'd like, Marcus, but you got to get a pretty high number.
It could happen.
It could happen. I'm not saying you can't.
Are they gold? They're gold and silver and everything like
There's
that?
gold, silver, and copper in there. Seems to be more copper than the other 2 types. Yeah, it's still not. You've never seen anything. I mean, when you feel them and you touch them, they definitely feel a similar weight to what you would expect for gold, copper, and silver coins, but that's about it.
Okay. So, Hylough, I think people are still using this cave, and so let's shut this so they won't know we tried to rob them of everything or think we tried to rob them.
Too late. We knocked the pins off the other chest.
That's true. When you pulled open that big one, the lid just kind of flopped open. It was still held on by the leather straps.
What happened here? This is a horrible design. Who would have had a chest that has no back?
Yeah.
No, it has a back. The leather straps are holding it on.
No, I know.
I
But
start waving one of the pins.
I'll look back there. Are there pins laying on the ground beside it?
Yeah, the pins are just sitting down there. They just popped them out.
Okay, try to put the pins back. Lock
You can
the
do it.
coins.
It takes a bit of time, but you can do it.
Well, that's probably not
Take some
worth
of
our
the
time.
coins, man.
I take one of each of the coins.
More
Hylough,
than
if you want some,
handful.
you're not there.
Dresda is there, actually.
Is she there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Right next to you.
You can take a couple handfuls. That's fine. But I think we need to get back to camp, or, I mean, again, I think these people are going to come back, and and
Rhux.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna have really good.
Robin
Rhux,
blind.
You open up another large crate, and inside are 12 bolts of linen.
Hmm.
Iylis,
Yeah.
you open up a. Do you want to open up a barrel or another crate?
I will open up one more crate.
Okay, in that crate you find a whole bunch of fishing equipment, like nets and fish hooks and a couple harpoon spears and stuff like that.
Excellent. Useful.
You guys that are arguing about coins, what are you doing?
I'm picking some coins.
All right, you take some coins.
Barrels.
I'm going to.
I'm rich.
No.
I'm rich.
Rhux, you open up the last large crate. Is that correct?
Yes. More bucks.
Inside of there is a bunch of like 2 foot by 2 foot cotton bales.
Cotton what?
Cotton
Bale.
bales. Bales of cotton.
Hmm.
And that's all of the stuff in there. Iylis, you
Interesting.
can open up something else?
I will open up an barrel.
A barrel. All right, let me roll. There are 4 of them. All right. You open up a barrel and pop it open, and there are these strange little, I don't know, spheres of some sort floating in water.
Huh.
Spheres in water.
Yeah, give me a quick. Oh, they're kind of oblong-looking things, and they're dark colored, like dark green,
Like
and
eggs?
black. No, they don't look like eggs. They're maybe about an inch or so long, and maybe about
They're,
half an inch.
they're olives.
They're olives. He's right.
But I don't know that, but they're
No,
olives.
you don't know that. But well, I mean, you have a chance, Hylough. Iylis has never seen an olive before, so I was going to have him give me an intelligence check.
Sorry.
but yes, eventually somebody does tell you they're olives. It's olives in water, basically.
Well, these are
What?
these are delicious. Try it. Pop it in your mouth. Just watch the
Ow.
seed in the middle.
What are you and
Crunch.
Praedyth Marcus Dresda doing?
Is there anything else that needs to be opened or carried?
There's like, I don't know, 1, 2. There's like 4 more crates in 4 crates in here. Another 3 barrels in here. There's 3 barrels here. There's a bunch of crates and barrels in here. You guys haven't opened up even.
I shall open a crate.
All right, you open a crate and find some mining supplies like pickaxes and tarps and stuff like that. And you also find 2 horns of black powder in that particular one.
That'll
All
go
right,
for a
loot
pretty
the cave. We're gonna go through everything. I want riches.
Dresda has suddenly gone insane.
Riches, people. Riches.
Well, I'm drunk, I'm
No, you're almost not being drunk anymore, so you're coming out of it. Rhux, there are no more crates or anything in here for you to open.
How much
So
black
move where you want to
powder?
go to next.
I'm gonna go find
I'm
some
gonna
more
carry
of that
some of
powder.
it with me.
Iylis, do you want to do another crate or a barrel?
I will do another barrel.
All right. You open up a barrel and there's water in it. I mean, it's pretty clear it's
Hey.
water.
I will.
It doesn't smell salty. In fact, you take a little taste of it. It tastes okay. It's a little stale, but not terrible.
We got some
It's
water here. We
more
should probably
lukewarm
grab
than
this.
anything, let's be honest. Hylough.
By we, I mean not anybody
Yeah.
but me.
I'll just open a crate.
All right, so let's cut to the chase here. You're going to open up everything. All right, so the only other 2 barrels that are left have figs and water and another water thing.
What about these barrels I'm standing next to
One
in
of
the
the
other
crate,
room?
the other crates that are in this particular cave include more mining equipment, including another horn of black powder. So there's 3 horns of black powder. Some more fishing equipment, and the last one is a bunch of glass flasks and jars of powders. Probably alchemy equipment. For you, Rhux, and there is 1 barrel is filled with water, 1 barrel is empty, and 1 barrel is filled with straw, and 6 pale green eggs with very light lavender spots. The eggs are about the size of a cannonball, so they're like 4 to 6 inches in diameter, like 4 inches on the one thing and 6 inches tall. So they're pretty big eggs. You can
That's
give me
breakfast.
Yeah,
a nature check if you'd like.
I feel like I know what these are.
They look remarkably like they don't look exactly like Alec eggs.
I was about to say, I was
But
going
it
to
looks
ask,
similar.
is my race born from eggs?
They are.
Because we're reptilian?
It does look
Probably
similar.
chameleon eggs.
So
Probably.
but
I'm sure they eat them.
there is 6 of them in there.
Ooh, I
I'm going
want
to...
one.
No.
Breakfast.
No. We're not eating the eggs.
These be basically the size
Why
of an
not?
ostrich egg, thereabouts.
Alright, I'm
all right, so-
the thing again.
Inside of this room, the one back in the corner where you first came down,
Mhm.
going through that, the large crate has 6 large rugs in it.
Mhm.
One of the small crates has apples. They're looking a little worse for the wear, but they're still edible. Try one, it tastes okay. Another crate has salted fish. Another crate has salted meat. And the last crate has several packs of a white powder.
Ooh. Okay.
Taste it. Let's get Dresda to taste it.
No! What is with everyone in trying to taste things?
Mine was a purple powder, right?
Yours was a grayish blue powder.
Oh, I thought it was purple.
Can I examine the white powder?
Sure, give me a medicine check.
Sniff
Or a
it.
nature check, your choice.
Medicine is better.
This, you kind of sniff it. You actually look it over, to sniff it, smell it. You actually do you have a sudden feeling of what it might be, so you taste a little bit, and it tastes slightly sweet, but nothing happens to you.
Is it Coke?
That basically seals it for you. You know that this is the narcotic To'alal.
Great! It's Coke!
Now,
Or
here's
not-
what you know about To'alal.
Oh no.
To'alal does nothing to anyone. It's just like a sweetener to anyone
Oh.
who is a non-arcane user. But if you use arcane magic, it will enhance your abilities.
I see.
You've heard from the grapevine that a user who takes a dose of this basically for 1 minute gains the meta magic ability and power spell.
What was that again?
Interesting. This might be something we should keep. I don't
But
think
you
we should
know
keep
that
all
it's
of these
also,
things.
So that's all you know about it, but you also know it's narcotic, which means there's probably a downside to it. You just don't know what it is.
Even
so-
if you use it as a sweetener?
I'm
No,
willing
if
to
you're
try.
not an arcane user, it's basically just a sweetener. But if
Okay.
you use arcane magic, it affects you differently.
So is the binder considered an arcane user?
Nope.
Okay.
Only people who would potentially be affected by this are sorcerers and wizards.
Okay.
Well, I'm not considered an arcane.
Hashtag me.
So
Because
I
their
think that
power
we
is
should
derived from
all.
themselves, in
I think we
essence.
should meet and decide what we're going to take with us.
The packs of what you have enough To'alal,
Mhm.
or possibly like 100 doses. Like the street value of this in certain places is probably worth like 1,000 gold.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
All right.
Gonna be rich.
So should we?
You mind if I
should
get some of that,
should we
though?
meet up and decide what we're going to
And yeah,
remove?
so,
What are we smuggling from the smugglers?
Iylis, as I was saying, like Rhux knows this. I don't know if he tells you this, but in case he does, if you use it, you gain the use of the meta magic ability and power spell for 1 minute.
Meta magic ability.
Normally, for
That's
you, a
10
meta magic
whole
ability
rounds.
doesn't come until like 2nd level or something like that, and then you have to use sorcery points to use it. This means you
Right.
can use it for free every round for 1 minute. And then power spell basically means that you get to roll an extra die or always do the maximum. I can't remember exactly what it is. I'd have to look it up.
There could be a
Okay.
downside.
However, Rhux doesn't know what the downside is, if there is one.
I do not.
Man, sounds fun.
Well, clearly
Do
we need to.
it.
We first need to take things for survival, and then
Yeah, we need to decide what
And
we're
then-
going to
and-
what we're going to take from the smugglers. Because what's 1 second. I don't remember
Real
what
quick,
everyone is.
Iylis empowered spell is when you roll for damage for a spell, you can normally you could spend 1 sorcery point to reroll a number of the damage dice up to your charisma modifier. In this case, you don't have to spend the sorcery point if you've taken this.
I see.
But Marcus is probably right. They will eventually come back, and then if we take a lot of things, they'll notice. They'll probably notice regardless.
Yeah.
But
Doesn't
if
matter.
we take less, maybe they'll be less mad.
Yeah, we've also left a lot of footprints around here. I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's entirely possible that they maybe that there isn't actually a Malazan, whatchamacallit, tribe that actually owns this area. They could have just put that thing up because they know it'll scare away the natives.
Yeah.
I mean, I also found eggs from what I'm pretty sure they don't look like eggs from my tribe, but they look like they might be eggs of whatever lives here.
Could
So I think we should take those
hold
with
it up
us.
to a light to see if there's anything alive inside?
I don't know if that's how that works.
Shake it really hard.
No. Is that how that works, Dad? Is that how malas work? Eggs work?
You could try it, but remember, normal chicken eggs are white, so it's somewhat easier to see through it. This is like a pale. This is like a pale green with lavender, so it's probably harder to see through.
Well, you could probably see dark
Just saying,
spots
you're not
against
sure.
the light.
Well, we might be able to use it to trade or something like that with those native lizard
Trade?
things. Or whatever. I don't know. Who knows? You don't
Why
know.
would we trade their children?
Hostages. Ooh, take them. Take them.
No,
We could
it's not.
we could
what we're
rescue
doing
them.
here.
We could say we were rescuing them.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
'cause I mean, they're abandoned in a cold cave. The water's coming in. They're going to drown.
Yes, and
I don't
eggs.
think the water gets this high up.
Water doesn't.
But
You
okay.
don't see any evidence that the water.
We're
gets
going to
this high.
save them and raise them and love them and call them our
George.
Dresda, give me a Constitution save.
own. What?
Give me a Constitution save as you finally come off your high.
Knock her out. Knock her out.
I got to read something now.
Am I hungover?
No. I just gotta find where this is at. A second. You come down off the thing, and you kind of miss that feeling.
Yep.
You don't feel a need to have any more right this second, but you definitely want to have that. Definitely want to do it again at some point soon.
This is good. We're getting addicted already.
Okay.
That's a
You
problem.
should go take some more.
Well, she's got.
I
She
was-
has the pouch, so.
Well, I was just thinking my hand kind of drifts towards the pouch and
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
it's not. I'm not saying
I
that you have to have it
shouldn't
right this second. It's just like
Yeah.
you're like, hey, I kind of like that. I should have some more at some point here.
yeah, my hand just kind of stays on the pouch. Like, okay, well, it's still there. All
Yeah,
right.
it's still there.
Okay.
Do I remember that she has that?
No.
I mean,
I looked at it earlier,
you
so
looked at
obviously I know it exists.
You know it exists. You remember that she picked it up. You now have information that there's at least one other drug down here. But you didn't know what that other thing was. You weren't sure what it was. So
Could
I
I
would
check
potentially give
again?
you a chance to try it again now that you realize that there are no.
Plus, he's kind of been observing my weird behavior.
Well, you definitely seemed a little.
I don't know you that well.
little off.
Intervention.
But that doesn't necessarily
Intervention.
We're having an intervention on episode 5.
mean-
I'm gonna ask to examine it again.
Dresda, you basically you're like, okay, but you don't. You basically say, here, just look at it and hold the pouch out and hold.
Yeah,
it.
I was just gonna say I put a little on my finger and show him.
Yeah.
I
Give me
put my other hand over the pouch and show
Here's
him.
another
medicine
medicine.
check. Okay, this time around, you realize what it is. Let me find it for you. And this one, you know a bit more about the drug.
Yay, more drugs. This is great.
That's the wrong one. I have to go to the sub-basement. That drug is the narcotic Falan.
Cool.
And you know that basically it's relatively benign in what it does. It basically gives you a high similar to being drunk for about an hour.
Mm.
But the problem is that it's highly addictive. And addiction users basically, the more they take it, the more they want to take it, the more frequently they take it, until basically they have to have it all the time. And at that point, they either can't find it or have run out of money. And basically, because of the fact that they want to have it so much, they end up either killing themselves because they can't get it, or wasting away in some fashion because they stop eating.
It's crack.
It's similar.
So do I know that she's already taken some of it?
Well, she tried it. You watched her try it.
So I know that she's tried it, and I know what it
the dose
is.
is not very large of this. I mean, that pouch has maybe about, if she just, a typical user, that pouch might last a week. Because the problem is that you start off small, that you want more and more of it, and at a certain point you start taking more and more of it each time.
Yeah.
It's highly
So
addictive.
based off of that, I'm gonna tell her that I'm gonna take it, and then I'm going to do a
Wait,
strength check
you're
to
gonna
do
try
that.
to take it from
I'm
me?
gonna try to take it from you.
No.
It is highly addictive,
No.
and I saw you eat it.
Doesn't
We're
mean
not
you
starting
have the right
this.
to take it from me. I'm not addicted.
You're gonna die.
I've seen many addicts.
Hold on. You know that sometimes people can have tried it and not get addicted to it.
Okay, does she convince me that she's not addicted?
I don't know. She just said she's not addicted. What do you want to?
Am I convinced? What should
I
roll?
believe I'm not addicted.
Yeah,
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna
Dresda,
roll.
Give me a persuasion check. It's not really deception because you really think that you're not. So
Did
it's
I roll
persuasion,
insight?
and you can roll insight.
This is fun.
Do I get advantage on persuasion checks?
No, not that I know of. You don't.
I might not be that smart, but
she's trying to be convincing, but and maybe she doesn't think she's addicted, but you think she might be, given how she gave it to you to look at it, and examine it, and the fact that she's so quick to say don't take it away. All of these actions belie her.
You are showing the beginning
intense.
signs of addiction. I am going to take this from you.
You are not going to. We are going to fight.
I'm making a strength check to take it because I already have like my hand kind of on it because I'm looking at it.
All right, so you do a strength check. Dresda, do a dexterity check. Basically, you're doing a grappling kind of thing. So he's doing strength, and you're trying to escape.
And I'm starting to plan my 10-step program to get her involved.
So he grabs it away from you. What do you do next, Dresda?
I'm going to attack him.
Okay, with what?
Give me that back. And I touch him with chill touch.
Hold on a second, Dresda. Don't be rolling anything quite yet.
Does it inhibit her magicness?
Where's your chill touch come from?
Oh, did my pact break?
Where does your chill touch come from?
It comes from my pact.
You try to call forth the powers from the spirit that you bind, and you find that you have no bound spirit. And now you realize what you've been missing.
The insight check from this morning.
Okay, well then I'll stabby with my dagger.
You can do that. It's fine.
Stop her before she does something that.
Give me that back. It's not yours.
I try to restrain her.
You can. Hold on. All right, hold on. Dresda, you definitely hit him.
Yeah,
roll
that's
damage.
True. That hits me.
Crates,
And then
like
we will do a bit of an initiative roll here at that point. I don't necessarily condone party violence, but this is
different.
Well, this is the behavior of somebody who stole something.
No, I know. So Rhux,
No,
you
you're
need to be over.
addicted.
You need to be over with Dresda.
Where is she?
She's over here. Here, I'm moving over there.
Okay.
All right. So, and now I will put everybody into initiative order. Give me a second. All right, you should all be on initiative except for Praedyth because I didn't click on him. So please roll initiative
Hmm.
so that we can all kind of work in concert. Also realize that no one here is attacking anybody because they hate them or anything like that. It's all a fun game here.
Ah, she's
Making
addicted.
sure.
She's not allowed to have it.
anymore.
Making sure.
I am the freaking. I am the medic. I refuse.
Iylis, Marcus, and Praedyth, please roll initiative.
I am the medic. This is not how this is going to work. Do I think that if I were to like perform a medicine check of some kind, like I could give her something that would make the addiction lessen? Or she can get over it.
We'll get to your turn. Let's do it that way.
Okay.
I don't think she's addicted yet.
She's not 100% addicted. She wants to have it
That's
again,
exactly.
but it's not a I must have it right this second. So
Yeah, it's more, he tried to take
I understand.
what
No,
was mine and we're not.
It's the principle.
But you were so cooperative about sharing stuff earlier.
Yeah, but he tried to take this from me.
Mm.
I was giving the stuff the last time. He just tried to take this from me.
Can't believe it. He's so rude.
I know.
All right, Aaron, you're first up. You hear Dresda shouting at Rhux and from where you're at. So, and you know they're kind of over in the one spot because you're over there. So once you move your 6.
How does that work with the binding? When can I call my pact?
So if you had made the insight this morning, I would have had you do a binding again.
Okay. When can I do it now that I know?
You can do it on a short rest. You can always do another. Basically,
Okay.
you can do it at any point. At this point, you just have to have the minute to be able to do it.
Right.
Normally, during the day, you can during a short rest, you can renegotiate your pact with 1 vestige because you're first level, but normally it's half your level.
Okay.
So that's what you can normally do. So if you had made the insight check this morning, I would have said, hey, you realize your binding is gone. You need to rebind, but you didn't make it. And this is only this time because of the amnesia. Like, that's the only reason.
Right.
Normally, after this, you now understand that, hey, this is gone, and you'll know to do it. That's all. And I was hoping you'd make the insight check, but you didn't. Okay.
Makes things interesting.
Aaron did his thing. Hylough. You see Aaron kind of run off towards the north, and you hear shouting over there.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Iylis, similar.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Hey, what's going on here?
He's trying to steal my stuff right in front of me. He just steals my stuff.
He's not very good at it.
Brian, what are you doing?
Well, he is a pirate.
I mean, what is this? Give it back.
Piracy, probably.
All right, I'm gonna come up. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Where are you going?
25. Like, I'm all the way downstairs. I didn't
No,
move my stuff.
they're over in the cave over here, Brian.
Oh, sorry.
They're over here.
Yeah, this is where I started, correct?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15.
Now remember, you guys don't understand that it's a
25.
joke. You just know that
Oh,
he's stealing my
25 is
stuff.
where I'm at. Then I'll double move.
Okay.
Certainly
5,
need to explain
10.
things in a second anyway.
All right. All
And that's as far as I can make it.
right, Dresda.
Do I like to
You stabbed
he-
him. He took damage, but he still has
give
the
me my
feather.
stuff back? And I menace him. If he doesn't make a move to give it back, I'm going to try to attack him again.
Wait, are you going to try to give it back, Rhux?
No,
Okay, well then you can attack him again.
she's not getting it back. Unless she can convince me she's not
that
addicted.
one definitely is a miss, though.
Unless she can convince me that she's not addicted to it in any way, I'm not giving it back.
Is your turn. What do you want to do?
I am not going to. I'm gonna pull my. I'm gonna take my shield out and like hold it.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna attack her at all. I mean, is that already equipped? Oh, it is already equipped. All right, never mind. Thought it wasn't.
Anything else?
But the to the people who just showed up, I'm gonna explain what the thing is. It's a highly addictive substance, and she ate some of it earlier. That's why she's been acting weird this whole time. and I don't know if she's addicted or not, so I'm not going to let her have it.
It's not for you to decide.
I am the medic. It is for me to decide.
Anything else?
That's it. Defensive action.
Okay, Marcus. You just heard Rhux give an explanation for why he took the stuff.
All right, let's calm this down a little bit. I do know that you've been a little off, Dresda. Maybe things can be handled a little better. Let's calm down. I'm guessing true strike. I do know Dresda hit first, correct?
She did pull out a. So hold on. You were in the room. You were in the room. You heard him come in and say, "Hey, look at the thing," while she was still holding on to it. He said, "Hey, this is a highly addictive drug. I'm going to take it. I should give it to me." She didn't give it to him, so he took it from her, and then she pulled out a dagger and stabbed him.
Okay. And is it in vials?
No, it's in a pouch.
It's a powder.
Okay.
It's a powder, basically.
So I'm going to load True Strike against Dresda.
Okay.
Pull out my crowbar.
Okay.
Let's just calm this down.
Pull out my crowbar and then say, "Let's calm this down."
Let's calm everything down.
I'm
While they're
not
brandishing
making
a
offensive
weapon.
action towards it. I'm staying where I am.
Yep.
But perhaps it has affected your judgment somewhat. Let's just take some time and talk this out. And if you move that way, I can hit you here. If you move this way, I can hit you. You're doing it all in my head. So
You know.
I'm done.
All right. Aaron, you just heard what Rhux had to say. You saw Dresda try to attack him again.
All right, I'm gonna restrain Dresda.
All right. Give me a strength check. Dresda, you do a. Hold on. Aaron, do a strength check, an athletics check. Dresda, do an athletics or an acrobatics. Those are the two things that because you're trying to escape it.
So I'm doing athletics.
You're doing athletics because you're trying to grapple with him. She's
Okay.
trying to do escape. So he's got a 20.
Oh,
Acrobatics or athletics, Dresda, whichever one you prefer.
nah.
All right. So Dresda, you are currently restrained. That means
I think you should.
That means you can still attack. You're not. You're grappled. You're restrained. You just can't move. But you can attack with your weapon.
I think that you should
within
listen
the
to the
5 feet
room.
Within what?
Within 5 feet.
Okay.
So, like, you can attack Aaron, you can attack Rhux, you could attack Hylough, but that's about it.
Okay.
Or you could try to break the grapple, which means, again, you do an acrobatics check versus his athletics check. Hylough, you see Aaron grab a hold of Dresda and kind of try to hold her still.
Hold me back, bro.
And
Hold
again,
me back.
you have also heard what Rhux had to say about this stuff.
Yeah. I am going to hold an action, and if she breaks out of Aaron's grapple, I'm going to try to grapple her.
Okay. Sounds good. Iylis, what do you want to do? Again, you've also heard the thing that was just stated about narcotics and that sort of stuff.
Narcotic bad.
Robert.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're
My
fine.
bad.
I wasn't sure if you were muted or not, so I was just asking.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna move in and try to man, I don't know.
You can always say something. And at a certain point, Dresda, you got to decide if you want to be talked down or anything like that, and then we can allow persuasions and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's one
And
thing
we don't have to do anything like that. You can just say, "Hey, they're calming me down. I'm going to stop attacking you." That's also
Well, before I do that, there is one idea I have that I do want to try
okay,
that
so
I think
let's keep staying in initiative order then for now.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, and
Do you want to say anything? You just want to kind of what do you want to do?
I think I'm just gonna move around
Okay.
to there
All right, sounds good.
and kind of watch and make sure if
Do you
someone
want to hold an action for something?
yeah, if someone attacks someone else, I'm going to attack them.
Okay.
Probably.
Pretty generic, but okay. All right, Praedyth. You hear a commotion over in the hall. Like the whole thing is a cave, so you're hearing the echo of things through the cave. It's a little odd.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep heading in that direction then. So
Alright. I don't think you can quite make it. but
I
you can
don't
get
think I
pretty
can
close.
make it either.
All right, Dresda, it will be your turn while he moves. What's up? What do you want to try to do? You're currently grappled, restrained. You can still use a dagger to attack somebody, either Aaron or Rhux.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you'd rather just try to escape, you can also do that.
So I don't want to escape.
Okay.
I see myself as angry,
That's fine.
and then the effects of the drugs wearing off, enraged because he took it and won't give it back, and now it's this huge deal, and I'm like super mega Karen, and
That's fair. That's fair. Totally fair.
I think that I'll try to like do relax a little, like I'm starting to calm down and come to reason. And as soon as I feel the grip just loosen, not try to escape, but lunge attack right back at Rhux to try to get my bag back and
Okay.
stabby.
So give me a deception roll as your attempt to try to make it seem like you're calming down. You're having a bad night tonight on rolls, Cat. I'm so sorry.
You're still breathing real hard.
Yeah, but I still get to do my attack, right?
Well, so did you? Yeah, You can. It's just you.
Hey, man,
you didn't
I
break
believe
away,
it.
So
No, I'm not trying to break away.
yeah.
I'm just like giving the effect that
no. But my point is
Yeah.
that if he believed
Yeah.
it, you
I'm
wouldn't have
trying
had
to stabby.
because you're grappled and restrained. You actually have disadvantage on the attack. I would have removed the
Right.
disadvantage.
Okay.
You got a 2, so I'm not going to make you roll disadvantage. Or no, Aaron got a 2 on his insight.
Yep.
Never mind.
Yeah, he believes.
You don't
it.
have advantage. He believes you, so you have a straight up attack. He's still holding on to you slightly, but he's loosened his
grab
grip.
it back.
Now I'm attacking.
Yeah, go
He
ahead.
didn't give it back.
Well, you want to try to hold on. Do you want to try to grab the thing, or do you want to attack?
Oh, I can grab the thing?
Yeah, he's got it in his hand. You can try to get it away from him with a strength roll versus his dex.
Well, I was thinking I was going to stab his hand to try to get him to release it.
Okay, if you want to do that, then it's disadvantage because you're trying to target a specific thing. So even with your thing, you just have disadvantage.
Oh,
It's still an 18. What's your armor class? Rhux?
Nice.
18.
Oh,
Oh no,
that
but I have a
hits.
defensive action right now.
Oh,
Doesn't
but
that
you're a
make it
defensive
higher?
action, but it can't be double disadvantage. She
Yeah.
has disadvantage for.
Oh, that
variety
does
of
disadvantage. I
things.
thought it increased the number. My bad.
Nope.
No,
Okay,
it's
well,
just
yeah,
disadvantage.
it's 18. Yes. So she
All right,
hits
so
me. I
she
guess.
hits you. Roll damage with the dagger.
Wow.
Stab.
I got stabbed
the hand.
again.
All right, because you did max damage, he drops the thing on the ground.
That hurt. Why would you do that?
6 points of damage.
Yeah,
I-
now I'm at
Iylis
7.
goes.
Now Hylough, you had
Mine was triggered if she got out of the thing.
okay.
Out of the
Iylis,
grip.
somebody did attack somebody. Do you wish to?
Yeah,
do a
I
retaliate?
think I will attack Dresda
Okay.
for doing that. How
Bad
dare
girl.
you?
Wow.
Oh, my stuff.
We're
It's
pirates.
bad for you.
Calm down.
He
I took-
forcefully took it off of me. Why aren't
Because
you helping
I
me?
thought you were
He
addicted.
forced-
You did not
It's
convince
not
me
your
you weren't.
choice. It's not your choice. You forcefully took something from me.
Iylis, what are you doing?
How would you guys feel if he took your stuff?
You did not convince me you weren't addicted, so I didn't try to ask
It's
for it. I
not
just
your
took it.
business.
I think I will.
is
I
my
think I will
business.
not. I think I might actually side with Dresda.
Why?
Oh wow.
She is addicted.
Keep in
She's
mind,
not
I
addicted.
did give stuff.
You don't
to
know that?
people.
A little bit.
She's acting like it. She's acting like
you
it.
haven't seen what I've seen, young one.
What have you
Okay.
seen exactly,
Iylis,
Lizard
what are you
Boy?
doing? It is Iylis' turn.
You haven't seen the things I've seen.
I have
I
seen
will
the
remind you
Lizard
the
Boy.
following things, the following facts that you know of. 1, Rhux has mentioned that this is a highly addictive substance. 2,
Mhm.
you've seen Dresda attack him twice now. Not just once, but twice. And do actual damage. Not like hit him with blunts or anything like that. Actually attack and draw blood. You have also seen Rhux not retaliate.
Well, there is
Who
that.
seems addicted?
Trying to get him out of it.
Anyway, you have a chance to either attack Dresda or do nothing. And I need to know Or attack Rhux. I mean,
do-
you can attack anybody. You said as soon as somebody attacks somebody, you were going to attack somebody.
Or you could pick up
I'm
the
going
bag.
I'm going to cast Frostbite on Dresda.
No, he
You-
can't.
you
He cannot pick up the bag because he said he was going to attack someone.
Okay.
All right, you're
Bag.
going to frostbite Dresda. Go for it.
Give me a Constitution save.
Constitution save
Dresda.
Dresda. Luckily for you, you've only had one dose of it, so your Constitution isn't reduced. But 10 is still a miss, so damage to Dresda. Only 3 points.
But
Cold.
you have disadvantage on your next weapon attack.
There you go. All right, Dresda's turn is over. Rhux, what are you doing? The bag is on the ground.
I'm going to pick up the bag. Can I pick up the bag and disengage? Or can I only pick up the
No,
bag?
You can pick up the bag as an action, yes.
I'm going to pick up the bag and then walk back a space.
If you move, she gets an attack of opportunity.
I know, but it's
Opportunity
disadvantage. That went well last time.
Yeah, okay, so Dresda, you have an opportunity attack as he steps away. It is at disadvantage. Do you wish to take it or not?
Oh yeah.
He's stepping. Oh no.
Give me my bag.
Jesus,
16
you missed
misses.
this time.
Yikes.
Thank God.
You skitter along the edge of the plates of his natural armor, his natural alligator self.
Okay, so
Dag nab you.
Can I do defensive action again?
No, because
Is that a bonus action or is
you
that no,
just-
that's an action?
moved.
Action. I'm done.
No.
It's a
It's
defensive.
in the name. Yeah, I realized that
action.
after I asked. Yeah, I'm gonna like move back to like over here.
Defensive action as a movement.
You can I? Is that a load?
It's a bonus.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna start walking this way.
All right. You have a full move.
Oh yeah,
So
that's true.
you were
I moved
here, so-
1, 2, 3,
No,
4.
it's 1, 2.
Yeah, this is
3,
1.
4, 5, 6 puts you right out here.
1, 2. Yeah, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, 5. Everything's 5, so diagonal is 5 as well. So
Oh, it is.
1,
Oh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 puts you out here on the dot.
Oh, I've been moving.
No, it's we've started to do this for a while.
Yeah.
Since this campaign.
I am walking over to the water. I'm gonna announce this as I'm walking. I am going to the water, and I'm getting rid of this because it is bad. I have seen what it does to people.
But we could
Not good.
sell it.
We
Marcus.
could, yes, we could do so.
Marcus,
We could use this on our enemies.
But we could tip our arrows with it.
Marcus,
Doesn't
you're,
work like that.
So,
Dresda is still currently restrained.
yeah.
Aaron loosened, but because he didn't actually let go.
So I want to walk down with Rhux.
Don't poison the fish.
oh man, we turn a Cthulhu sea monster into a drug addict.
Easy. That was planned, actually.
Ask Rhux, may I have it?
Why do you want it?
That's how this all started.
Do you actually? Do I believe he's gonna get rid of it?
Marcus, if you're lying, then deception roll against his insight. If you're not, then persuasion against his insight. I know that it's going to be obvious based on what you roll, what you're trying to do, but at least.
I mean, my insight's pretty bad. He rolled a lot better than she did
No, I know.
when I rolled my insight.
It's not terrible.
I believe him.
You think he's telling the truth that he's going to get rid of it?
I'll give it to him then.
Okay, I use my mage hand and take it out there
You throw it out into the water.
into the water.
All right, so everybody who is currently in the thing hears a poosh as something falls into the water. Now you don't see what falls into the water, but you hear it.
It was me. He stabbed me.
I mean, it's a light. It's like it sounds like a rock has fallen into the water.
He could have grawed me.
Aaron, what are you doing? You still have a hold of Dresda.
I'm just gonna keep that hold.
Okay.
Keep on hugging.
Hylough.
Let's see here. I will move to here to block her away in case she decides to do something.
Marcus, what are you doing?
I was going to try to do something, but it didn't work.
He's stealing it with his mage hand.
You took it. Oh, what is this?
No, I'm throwing it out there just in case you guys don't know what I did. But yeah.
All right, Hylough, you moved to there.
Wait, what?
I don't get it.
Is that it?
That's
And
funny. I like that.
I pull out my rope.
I'm gonna
and see
throw
if-
it. Mage
think
hands
about
it in the
tying
middle of the
her
air.
up.
Makes it look like it fell in
Okay,
the
so
water.
Hylough pulls out a rope, Dresda. Looks like he might be thinking about trying to tie you up. Iylis.
I say we can. I'm gonna vote to let her go since it's gone.
Well, you heard a splash. You don't know if that's
Yeah.
what was in the
Well,
water.
okay, we just
I
threw
mean,
it at.
Yeah,
Rhux
but he
said
said
he's
he
gonna
was
throw
Yeah,
gonna
you don't
throw
want
it
her
in
to
the
jump
water.
in though.
Yeah, okay, but it's like not gonna be any good in the water.
Yeah, but that she doesn't understand that. She
Yeah, I
still
do.
doesn't wanna
I'm talking about this in front of
Well,
her.
she's not addicted. She's not like, delirious
Yeah,
or
she's
anything.
not-
She
she's
she
not-
wanted her stuff back.
Let's put it this way. Let's put it this
Wow.
way. Hold on.
She's
Let's put
not
it this way.
addicted. I'd hate to see what she is like when she's addicted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm with you on this
Honestly,
one, but yeah, no, I mean, she's not so addicted that, like, somebody who was at the point where they're at the addiction phase, they would go jumping in after it and try to get it out of there anyway, and do whatever they could to try to dry it out, including possibly burn it. But
But if it's a
We're
Dresda
not
is
powder,
not.
it's just gonna dissolve.
Hot box with the narcotics. That sounds good.
So Iylis, what do you want to do? Are you just saying let her go?
Yeah, I'm saying let her go.
All right. Aaron, because you didn't do anything, you could let her go if you wish to.
I guess I'll let her go.
All right. So Aaron lets Dresda go. Praedyth.
He's still walking.
Well, he's now at the mouth of that cave.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm
You don't
Hey,
have to
what's
do
going
anything.
on?
getting my bearings with
You
it.
can just bear witness if you'd like.
But also, Dresda, don't kill everybody just because.
Honestly,
taking
yeah,
their
I'm not.
stuff.
I'll probably scoot in just a little bit farther, but that's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
All right, Dresda, you're up. I think, depending on what you do here, this might end the combat. What are you going to do, Dresda?
So at that point, I hear him
You
say he's
definitely
gonna,
throw it in,
Throw
and
it
then
in
you
the
hear a
water.
splash.
and then I hear the splash. So when Aaron releases me, I'm just gonna kind of drop down to my knees and just sigh and hang my head.
Okay.
That was mine. That was worth money. I ain't sharing none of my coins with you.
That's okay. I
I'll
don't
give
want
you
them.
some more coins if you want.
And I look up at him, really?
I in combat, so go ahead, keep going.
That hurt. But
Marcus,
anyway,
did you want to try to sleight of hand it and swap it?
Not now.
So
Was it
if
supposed to
you
be
had
private?
done that, if you had done that, I would have had you re-roll because that
If you
means
did
you
the
would roll
right
deception
thing-
and not persuasion.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the rolls are the same for me, but I mean, the actual numbers are the same. But anyway, no, Andy actually did the right thing. If Andy had not done that, then yeah, I would have grabbed it, run off, and then sleight of hand it and pretend I threw it away.
Yeah,
But
that's fine.
No,
I just wanted I just want to make sure that I didn't skip over something you wanted to do before
no,
without
no,
giving you
I,
a chance to do it. That's all. I was
I was wondering if I could do that as a private roll, but no, it worked out better this way. So
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Continue.
I'm
You
gonna
guys
walk
now
back
have a
over.
little bit of an inter-party thing.
I am
Rhux,
lagging
I would
again.
also suggest that you maybe lay on hands on yourself.
Yeah, that we are gonna do that. That sounds like a very good plan.
Or
Okay. Here's the
or
test of your medical skills.
Or-
Will you heal me?
yeah, exactly. That's what I say. There's also a possibility there. Maybe heal, heal the
actually,
person you took something from.
yes, I will. Do I know what I could do to like alleviate any effects of addiction she might have?
Well, I mean, she's only
Let's
had
lay
it
on-
once, so I mean,
I think a minor healing would get rid of the after effects.
Is that what lay on hands would do? That'd be fine.
I mean,
Or
you
should I
can give her
roll a
lay on
medicine?
hands and heal her. She's still gonna have to
I
make
can
a.
drop
She's still gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw in 24 hours.
I will lay on hands to heal her.
Okay.
1 second. I freaking
Rhux was
thing.
given 6 points.
Yeah, I saw that. I'll put it on just a sec. Thank you.
And you're
Yeah.
giving.
Didn't need that.
Well, you're just giving her the 5 or what?
Yeah, I'm giving her all 5.
Right. And Dresda, you get 5 points. Rhux gets 6 points back.
and everybody may be happy.
And what do you guys want to do next? So Dresda, Rhux does come over and heals you using not a medicine check. You see him kind of, he kind of says a small prayer under his breath in Malazan, and then touches you, and you feel a warmth go through you, and you feel better. The coldness that came from Iylis's frostbite just seems to go away.
And with that, I'm going to think that I feel a sense of peace come over me, and then a little bit of guilt. And I go tell Rhux, dude, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me, and we're going to hug it out.
I'll hug it out with her. I'll hug it out.
All right.
We can share some of the other stuff, but we can share some of the the other stuff, but the addictive thing is not something you want. Trust me.
The real friends were the drugs we made along the way.
Like the other narcotics we have. Let's go.
Exactly.
There is another narcotic you have, which is worth more on the street than that one.
Yeah. I can tell her about that.
Iylis
Just
would
like
rather have that one a lot more.
I would like that.
No. I could tell everyone about this one. It's just like, so Dresda, we're gonna get rid of that one. That's very bad for us. But I have one that's more money and doesn't addict people.
You
As
had
much.
me at more money.
Perhaps we shouldn't sell things that for the people who have boats. Perhaps if you get us out of here.
No, we're not going to sell that stuff yet. I think
don't
we
We
should
think
take
we
that
wanna
one.
be
Tell
on
him the
the-
captain took it. She's missing anyway.
Well, because this is what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to figure out what stuff we're going to take and what stuff we're going to leave, because we should probably try to make it look like we haven't been here as much as we can.
We should gather up some clothes and stuff like that for the other folks that are looking a little raggedy.
Because I found a whole bunch of like linens and silks over in the other area
Yeah,
that you guys didn't go
linens-
to.
The
this
linens will
barrel
be
of
good
water.
for bandages and first aid stuff. The silks, they may be worth a lot of money, but they're going to be cumbersome and heavy to carry.
But we could
some
always
things-
also use them for clothes if we
Yeah.
wanted to.
Got
that
the
too.
wool upstairs.
So why are we moving any of it? We can actually break our base here.
That's
It's
true.
already
We
uprooted.
could.
It's already secure. Nobody's here.
Oh, Mr. Whiny Butt, the smugglers are going to beat us up if we touch their stuff.
He
Let's
does have a
stick
point.
together.
You did say that.
It's almost as if Dresda and Marcus are married.
Oh,
I mean, to be fair, we did hear Marcus talking about that earlier. That's why I was like, what stuff do we want to leave here? Because if we don't want to be here when they come back.
But I still don't know why we don't want to camp here. It's defensive. We now know it's even more defensive.
I mean, I'm totally down to camp here.
I'm
Just like
down.
we should think about how we want to
Yeah.
leave it once we're done.
Yes, and if it is the skull, I mean, if
I
it
think we should trash the place.
yeah.
But yeah, we should. I think we should go try to see if we can move the rest of the people down here. I think this is much better than being outside.
yeah, I mean,
They should be safer in the cove.
I second the motion.
Well,
I third.
Dresda tries to stealth.
I think
Does not
maybe
succeed,
that is
though.
a good
Doesn't
place.
succeed.
That is a good place to stop for the evening. You guys have an idea of how you want to, or at least want to bring your thing down here. You've had a little bit of an inter-party thing that was not really intended with the narcotics, but hey, I'm okay with that as long as you resolve it and everybody understands it's an in-game thing. And you have some things to think about for next time. So we will leave it there.
Yeah.
So,